Come on. Hey, we're live, I think. Okay,
Yeah, we're
we're
good.
live. Anyway, I hope someone's on the stream. That would be funny if nobody arrived for the first 10 minutes. That would be funny. Anyway, hello guys. Welcome to the end of the year stream. My name is Brian. I am StrongArm11. And today we have a guest collab stream with my friend, with my, with my friend Captain Shotgun. I think I'm pointing
Hi.
at you.
Yeah, you are.
Welcome to the stream.
Thank you. I'm glad to be
Uh,
here. First time ever being a guest before, so it's different for me.
yeah. Out of ideas, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Oh, what's up, man?
Yeah. So today I know it's not December 31st, but might as well do it early. Today we'll be reminiscing on 2024 and Nerf this past year, talking about like what we remember this past year and all the significant events and stuff. Anyway, um, now we've already known, um, let's go back to January. Anyway,
Okay. You're gonna have to cover the first bit of the year by yourself. I didn't really get into the hobby side until like Mayish, like the YouTube side where I'm paying attention to stuff.
okay. I'm trying to look for a blaster. Ooh, that's one. Anyway, back in January, from what I remember, we got Nerf. Nerf decided, okay, we don't want people. Okay, Hyper's dead. Gelfire somehow still exists, and then Rival, which was basically just a corpse that was buried alive. Nerf decided, okay, we need to keep this thing alive. I don't know. Um, Nerf released the Rival Mirage and the Challenger, which both released in January, which kind of feels like an eternity ago. But that's
Oh
how
yeah.
long this year has been. Yeah. Does this fit this mag? Let me see. Why does nothing fit this mag?
I don't have I don't have either the Challenger or the Mirage. Um, I'm just waiting until I find them thrifting. Honestly, I have two rival breasters. I've just never gotten into it. I have a modified Kronos shotgun build thing that I did, and then I have my Spring Thunder, which it'll suit anything. Um,
Yeah. For me,
so I didn't feel the
actually,
need to add to that part of my collection.
yeah, I don't really remember much until May, but from January, the Rival Mirage and Challenger came out. I actually have a Challenger in Texas. I got it on pretty steep discount, $17. It's basically a Rival Strife. It's pretty fun to use, um, but being my only mag-fed blaster at that and over there, compared to the Apollo, which is my only mag-fed blaster here, um, I don't really uh I can't really use it in a war, but it's pretty fun to shoot, and the rival shooting rival balls is always pretty fun. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, that's all that came out. Pretty sure other stuff happened like builds and whatever, lots of leaks. I'm just gonna skip to end series because that's what I remember. Anyway, end
Oof.
series. Um, this just came out of nowhere. End series basically killed off the Elite Dart. We've been bitching about Elite since it came out, telling it to die because every other dart is superior. And finally, Nerf did it. They achieved the impossible. They killed Elite Darts. But now, Nerf said, okay, we want to we make most of our money off darts. So they want so they create the N1 dart, which is much better, but um which is much better, but also like wasn't like it's now proprietary, which is super annoying. But now N series came out. Okay, what is this? Oh, it's new Nerf series replacing Elite 2.0, which only lasted 4 years, which is kind of short if you ask me. But that is wow. Anyway, hold up.
My
I'm gonna.
opinion on N series is, I mean, we have been complaining about the Elite Dart forever. They are the worst darts on the market for a full length option. But what I wanted from Nerf was them to just replace the Elite Dart with a different dart that was still an Elite Dart. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want them to
Yeah, I
go
know
out
what
and
you
create
mean.
another ammo type that we have to go and buy. I think it'll be over within a year. Honestly, they'll just go back to making the same crappy Elite Darts. They'll say they changed something with the head shape or something so it'll fly straighter, which we all know won't happen. But it's in series for me isn't much other than the fact that you can actually open the blasters, unlike Elite 2.0, which you can't even open them. So for me, it's
Well,
something I can
for the
mod.
beginning of Elite 2.0, like the first few Elite 2.0 blasters, yeah, you couldn't open them. The much later ones, like the Moto Blitz and Double Punch, I believe you can open mods. So just a
I know
reminder,
you can open up
actually,
the Moto Brits, but I don't know about the double punch. I follow more of the modding side of the hobby, so I don't really pay attention to the like stock stuff unless it just happens to make its way over to the modding side through something crazy happening in it getting modded. Um, but yeah,
yeah, lots of okay, I'm forgetting. I am being forgetful. So N series blasters that came out this year, lots of stuff. We got the Infinite, which is the best blaster. It looks awesome and functions very well. Same thing with the Sprinter. That looks cool. Uh the Strike Back I've not heard many people talk about, but that's a cool looking shotgun like blaster. The
hmm
Ward is $5. That's
it's
worth it.
actually 349 on Amazon right now. It's
Oh wow.
it, yeah,
That's even
they
better.
dropped it, and that's not they dropped it for a sale, and then they kept it there. So it's I like it. I bought them, and I actually saw them on my website. I'm not trying to advertise here, but
Yeah.
they're easy to
Shameless
mod.
plug. Yeah.
They're easy to mod though, and they get decent performance. They get about 90 FPS, which isn't much in today's terms for pro or modded blasters, but you're doing the best you can with it. It's you can't upgrade the spring. You can't really access the spring without damaging the plunger tube and the plunger rod because they actually made the plunger head a part of the plunger rod. So in order to separate them, you'd have to cut them in half, which I tried doing. But once you cut them in half and try and glue them back together, it's impossible to get it on perfectly straight. And even then, it's even more difficult for the glue or the two-part epoxy or whatever you're using to hold them back together to actually be strong enough to be able to handle the spring force that you're putting to it. So you can only do so much with it.
Yep. And yeah, so definitely the Ward, a pretty good mod platform, and it's 349. It's worth it anyway.
Oh yeah.
And also other blasters, some stinky, not good ones like the Shadow Storm and the Pinpoint. Pinpoint's been 50-50. A lot of people hate it, a lot of people like it. Shadow Storm's unacceptable. It's basically that one modulus blaster. What was it? The Shadow, I think. That yeah, wasn't very good. And same thing with Shadow Storm, not very good. I've seen Tessera's Nerf Firm review on it. It is, yeah. And then the Agility, which is basically the Strong Arm, the N series. And it looks pretty cool. So, yeah, shout out to the
Yeah.
Agility. It looks cool. Basically, N series Strong Arm. Let me put this on the floor while I load up. And Nerf said, yeah, we're making this the new ammo type, N1 Dart. Uh, so a lot of Minecraft blasters have just been re-released, like the Firebrand and I think another one, the crossbow one. Those have been re-released with the N1 dart. So now, uh, yeah, it's literally just copy and paste, but change one thing.
Yeah.
Eh.
I gotta
Reach,
admit
we
though,
gonna
the new N1 series Minecraft bow and arrow, that looks awesome. That looks like it does in the game, and that seeing that made my heart happy. It's the one in series blaster that I may actually go buy just to buy it and just to
yeah.
have it.
I agree with you. That blaster looks really cool. I like the look of that bow and arrow. It looks awesome. I agree with you. Like, if I had to choose three N series blasters to buy, It'd be the Infinite, the Ward, and that bow and arrow Minecraft. It looks
Yep.
awesome. Elite
I'd
Junior
actually I'd
got
throw in the
released.
Sprinter
Okay.
too. I think the Sprinter looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like a Raven. They're trying to make it like a Raven,
I mean,
and
basically
it's
that's what it
actually
is.
very easy to mod to take standard Talon magazines. There's a 3D printed kit which just replaces the mag rail, and then there's an extended pusher, and you can run it on the stock flywheel cage and all of that. It's not going to get good performance because it doesn't have a ton enough thrust or motors, but it will work. Which that makes me happy because I told myself I was going to get one as soon as it came out and as soon as a 3D printable kit was created. I still don't have one though. I'm waiting for them to go on sale. So
Yeah.
keep an eye out for
Sprinter.
that video.
I mean, yeah. Keep out for that video. Sprinter, very cool. I really like it, but for me, I'm just waiting for the Nerf to make mags sold separately. Like you're able to buy magazines by
Hmm.
themselves. So if once they do that, then I'll get a Sprinter. But for now, I mean, it's basically a bulletproof Raven. I mean, I don't have one. I have the Fortnite one, but it's a really cool blaster, and definitely like if you don't want the Minecraft one, that could be your third option for me.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
definitely.
looking at the Rust blasters, Elite Junior got a release. Pretty sure everyone's already forgotten about them. Nerf
Did
Pro,
they make any more of those after the first release?
yeah, they made like a couple like dinosaur themed ones. They made the
Oh
racer, which
yeah.
was $5, and that's about it. Not much else. But yeah. Anyway, next series, Nerf Pro Gelfire. Gelfire, not the half length. Nothing. Basically nothing. We got like a glow in the dark hopper, cool, and the igniter. Basically a jolt. It looks ugly as hell, so stupid. Yeah, Nerf Wild. That's the Nerf Junior for 2024. Uh, then we got Nerf Zombie, which was basically yeah, the return of Zombie Strike. Very cool. I've always been a fan of Zombie Strike, but these I mean they're cool, but like I don't know if I want to get them. The strikeout looks kind of stupid. The driller, I mean that's new hammer shot, and it looks cool, but I've always seen it. I'm just like, do I want to? Do I not? Do I want to? And I always pass on it. And the corruptor is a bolt action like sniper type blaster, which is cool. They're very
I mean,
fitting with
I
zombie
gotta
strike.
say, I've been a Zombie Strike fan for years. I've been playing with Nerf guns for over 10 years, man. And
Same here.
I just got back into it recently. But Zombie Strike, it's always been the coolest. You have like the double strike will always be like in my top five
Oh yeah,
of
I
my
have that right
favorite
here.
blasters ever. They're
Oh yeah,
harder and harder to find now, but those will always be up there. The String Fire is really good. And I think those are
yeah.
actually the only
That's one of my
two
favorites.
Zombie
I
Strike
love the
ones I
sling
have.
fire.
It's
And
cool, but it's underperforming, and it doesn't. The highest mod potential I've seen out of it has been Captain Xavier, and he was able to get like 140 FPS, but it was very iffy. Um, but we're
okay,
getting off topic. The
yeah,
only Braster in the new zombie run I think I would ever get would probably be the drawer, just because I like
same
Hammer
here.
Prime stuff. Um, I
Yeah,
don't need another bolt action Braster that's the exact same as all the other ones. Uh,
yeah,
so
same
it's
here.
I don't think it's needed.
Uh, all right. Next up after that, miscellaneous. I'm just reading off Nerf Wiki. Better
Okay.
than balloons. It's Nerf's version of the what's that?
Oh
What's
yeah,
that? What's
the
bunch
the
of balloon? Yes.
the water balloons that like break in half and are reusable, right?
Yeah, I believe it's basically Nerf's version of bunch of balloons by Zero, which makes
Yeah.
X shot. It, I've never seen. I've seen these in stores, but I've never seen anyone talk about them. So yeah, I mentioned that. Super Soakers still exist. Kind of irrelevant now, but it still exists. Though unfortunately, Nerf doesn't really make them anymore. I believe the Trident Super Soaker is from Nerf. That's the Minecraft theme one. But
Oh, that would be cool.
The Flip Fill, I'm pretty sure is a third party. Because I heard Nerf lent the Super Soaker license last year to a different company. So if you look up Super Soakers for 2023, they look ridiculous and stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, we're at the unreleased products. This is kind of outdated, the Nerf wiki, so someone's gonna need to fill in. I think I might. But Ace of Spades, Nerf Limited, badass revolver. I've never played Destiny or Destiny 2, but it looks awesome, and I really want to get one.
I think
What do you think?
it looks good. It's got a good skin on it. It's a little bit chunky for me, and this is coming from somebody who absolutely loves like small pistol like formats. Um, it's a little bit too chunky in my opinion. I think it really needs a foregrip on it and use it kind of like an SMG without a stock or like a sawed-off shotgun. Um, I may get one if I find one for cheap. I've heard that you can mod them to an extent, so I'd probably just
Yeah, you
mod it,
can.
possibly paint it. I think the skin on it looks badass, so I don't think I'd paint it, but unless someone commissioned me to do it. Um,
Yeah.
it's
I know for the Aces. All right, so for the Ace of Spades, for some mods, like you can like get new flywheels and stuff. You can also 3D print your own cylinders because it comes with two cylinders, but you can get more via 3D printing from some guy
Yeah,
on Etsy.
that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Being able to
For
3D print
four.
cylinders is the best thing that could have happened to help that blaster. The thing I've heard about the being able to upgrade its performance is that it doesn't have enough space to be able to fit motors comfortably, if you get what I'm saying. There's two different motor sizes that are commonly used. 130s and 160s, I believe. 160s won't fit at all. You'd have to build like a
Okay.
window for like a strife, like the strife windows.
Yeah.
But even on 130s, you have to put it. You have to like align the motors and
I'm
line up
sweating.
the wires and everything perfectly, or it simply won't fit. Which bothers me a little bit. But they didn't make it thinking of modders. They made it thinking of cosplayers and the kid who plays Destiny who thinks it's cool. I've never played the game, so I don't even know what it's supposed to be like. Um, but I think it's cool. Out of all of the Nerf limited blasters, I think that's the one I would get.
Same here, honestly. Like the the only other Nerf limited blaster that technically counts is the Sharp 92, and that one's pretty cheap, so I like that. But in terms of like mainline Nerf limited, I'd say definitely that's the best one. I mean, it can actually be practical in a game. Where's my strong arm? Like to easily just like to do that. And it's also kind of badass. The long barrel is kind of an issue. Like I know with the Fortnite 6SH. The uh that one has
Oh
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
long barrel. And yeah, I never attached mine. I just sawed off the barrel off. So yeah, not a big fan of like the long barrels for pistols, but I'll give it
The
the
other problem with
exception.
that is the barrel drag. If you're thinking of it from
Oh,
like a
that's
performance
yeah.
standpoint, if I got one and I was building it to try and max it out, I'd cut it off. I'd cut it off and 3D print some type of plate to cover the front of it. Uh, it's it doesn't help it at all. Yeah, I mean, but we
What
got to
is this
remember they're
shit going
making it
crazy?
for the cosplayer. They're making it for the people
The
who
fan.
play the
The
game.
fan.
Exactly, exactly. They
Yeah,
aren't making it
the
for people who
diehard
want to
fan.
use it in games. So, is it a good
Yeah.
blaster? I think that's held in the eyes of the beholder. Um, could it be good for everybody? Like on
Is
the
this shit
modding
game?
side, it could. But again, it's either you like it or you don't.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah. Next up, we got the Fortnite Halftone Hero. This is the only Fortnite blaster that got released this year, and I'm pretty sure everyone forgot the line existed. The Halftone Hero is the double barrel shotgun from the game. I know that because I used to
Oh,
play Fortnite.
the yellow and like brown one, I think.
Yeah, it's the
It's got like
brown
the
one that
tiny
was like
stock on
the
it.
yeah, the it has like you can look it up, Halftone Hero, and it's a basically double barrel blaster. I think Maritime Film has one. Oh, and yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone forgot it existed, so that exists. Nerf Dog, like the tennis ball launchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made a new one. Those are always
Oh, they
cool.
did.
Yeah, they made a new one. Yeah, so that's cool. I like it. I'm never gonna use it in a game, but if I want to act like I'm shooting grenades, I'd buy one. But yeah, they have a new one called the Compact Blaster. Uh, why is Gel? Oh wow, someone really needs to update 2024. They don't even have
I'm
everything.
just now scrolling through it. I actually haven't been on Nerf Wiki for a while. I can't remember my account password, so I'm probably just
All
gonna
right,
create a new
hold up.
password. But
What's up, Brickosaurus227? Welcome to the stream. We're just going
what's
over
up, buddy?
2020. Yeah, we're going over 2024 and everything that's happened in Nerf. So I'm just like going over all the series and seeing what came out and stuff. Anyway, after that, yeah, this is outdated. It says the Uproar is not released, but Nerf Gelfire
Oh, that hasn't
Uproar.
been released yet.
No,
I thought that was out.
that released. Yeah, that released back in like March or something. Those dog launchers are
Hmm.
fun for shooting HVZ sock bombs. Oh yeah, it's sock bombs. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I will not shoot tennis balls at people, but socks, I think I could. Yeah, those are fun blasters. Um, yeah. So the Gelfire Uproar basically just where's my strife? It's basically just like a small, tiny baby full auto. Basically just a full auto run, but inside was the size of a strife.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a hopper on top. Then like another super soaker. The last super soaker, the nano soakers. You know, like the world's tiniest, like Nerf, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Yeah.
World's tiniest. Yeah, they did that for super soaker.
Huh.
Yeah, the
Okay. I mean,
Nerf wiki is low outdated, so I'm just
yeah. I
gonna
mean, I'm at the bottom here, and it's like nothing else.
yeah. So I'm just
So,
gonna see where's images.
we could just go to what we know off the top of our head. I'm looking forward to getting the complaint
All
about the
right.
pro run, honestly.
Yeah. I'll go to something I know you can talk about. So hear me out.
Okay.
Next up, Nerf Pro, Sender, and
Ugh.
Torrent. Yeah. Now I'll go over what I have thought because I haven't really owned. I never owned any of these. I should get on Nerf Wiki and help keep it up to date. I agree, Bricksaurus.
Yeah.
That's what I joined for.
You'd be
Keep
able
it
to
up
do
to
good with
date.
that, Bricko. You'd be good at
Yeah, I
that.
agree. Yeah. And yeah, so for me personally, I never owned either blaster. The Sender, the Strife one, looks awesome. I don't care what people think. That looks cool. Torrent is a little ugly, but yeah, I've
All right.
seen
So I'm gonna
multiple
tell you about the
reviews.
Cinder though. It looks
Okay, you
cool,
talk.
but it is impossible to use. It's you can't. Okay, I'm a big guy. Okay, I'm a big guy.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
really
tall as
super
hell,
tall,
but I'm
but
skinny.
yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. But it's you can't solder it. It looks stupid when you try and solder it. It's too heavy to use as like a pistol or a hand cannon, and the trigger pull you basically need two fingers for it. That trigger pull is the hardest trigger pull on any blaster I've ever felt. It is
Yeah,
ridiculous. I
I
got
think
lucky. I
one.
haven't had any
Okay.
burnout issues, but that is a huge issue with these blasters. The shreds, the flywheels, and a lot of people are getting misaligned flywheels, which just makes it even more unusable. It's honestly get the Venom Pro. It's such a better blaster for the money.
Yeah, I agree. Get the Venom Pro. We'll get to Dart Zone when we finish Nerf, but yeah, definitely get
Yeah.
the Venom Pro. I think one problem, yeah, trigger pull's heavy already. What doesn't help is it's a bulb up like the Raven and the Moto
Mm-hmm.
Blitz and my Fortnite AUG. Yeah, like the bulb up blasters always have like a heavier pit trigger. And it seems like it got worse with the Sender. But yeah, looks awesome.
Yep.
I'm not gonna buy it.
Bricko
I
just
saw one
pointed
on.
out that the stocks are useless. The ones that come
Oh
on
yeah,
there, you
definitely,
can't use
definitely.
them. With the torrent, it actually like it'll pinch your skin. If you're trying to
Oh
solder
yeah.
it, it will hit you and it will pinch your skin if it can grab onto you. I've heard Captain Xavier actually had trouble with his beard getting stuck in it. Um,
Oh yeah. As
and if you
someone who's
put
grown,
any other stock on it, like any other in series stock, or not in series, but elite stock or anything, it makes it so you have
yeah,
to hold it way out here, almost like you're just holding a handgun. It's ridiculous.
yeah. So yeah, they screwed up the stock attachment point. How dare they? Like this is stable. How dare they mess it up on freaking Probots or things? What?
No, I know. It makes me mad, man. Um, you want to go? You want to talk about the torrent now? because that has its
Oh
own
no,
set
I
of
was gonna
issues.
mention I back on Black Friday. I saw these blasters for sale. I believe the sender. No, wait, the sender is $50, right?
Yeah, or it
Yeah, I
was. I
saw it
think
for
they actually cut the price on Amazon. Let me pull it
yeah.
up.
Well, at Target they had it for like I believe 30 bucks, and then the torrent, which I think was 30, was down to like $15. And I was like, I'll pass. So and what sucks is both blasters, okay, they take the angled talons. That's great. I've not found them sold separately. Like bots and blasters mention, yeah, they sell them separately. I'm sorry, every Target and Walmart I've looked, I can't find them. In fact, I can't even find Nerf Pro at Walmart. Only
Dude,
Target.
if you're wanting to get a pro like the if you want to get the Pro Brasters just so you can try them out, they're on sale on Amazon right now. The Cinder is $25, half off. The Torrent is 18.
Wow.
If I didn't already have them, I would honestly get it, even though I know they're horrible, just so I can experience myself.
Yeah, I definitely want to get them one day, but I mean, I already got the Nexus, so it's going to take like a month before I bother getting a new blaster. And plus, I don't
Yeah.
got space. And yeah, but I'm hoping that they can actually sell the Angle Talons in stores by themselves because
We're
they look
trying to
cool.
think.
And
I felt like I saw them on Amazon.
yeah, they're on Amazon. They are.
Yeah.
And if you go, yeah, if you look at Bots and Blasters YouTube shorts, he found them at like Walmart or something.
Actually, I'm seeing the Nerf Pro Strife Brasters on Amazon. I'm not seeing the
Oh yeah, Strife
I'm
X.
not
Yeah, that's
seeing the
still on
angled
there.
ones. Um, Once we finish the torrent, I do want to honorable mention the Strife X because it's one of the best brasters Nerf has put out in a long time.
Yeah. Can I read the chat real quick? All right.
Yeah, yeah,
Erksaurus
I
is
will too.
Nerf Pro is so bad. Sort of agree. Oh yeah, they look cool, but they suck. Oh, so not to mention, stock points are useless. One nickname I've seen for the torrent was Captain's Beard Trimmer. They are selling the angled talons at my Walmart. You're lucky. My Walmart doesn't even carry the Nexus. They only carry the Aeon Pro X and like N series and some Elite 2.0, and that's about it. My
Yep.
Walmart's so bad. Someone rang at the door. I'll be right back.
All right, you're good. While he's gone, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the torrent without him, because you all know I hate it. The torrent is so incredibly bad out of the box. It's to the point where I wanted to return it, but I figured, you know what? Before I return it, let me see if I could do something with it. The stock is useless. It has all the same issues as the Cinder, where it's completely um, just hit or miss when you buy one. Mine, some sorts were like really good, like almost Nexus X good performance, but then other ones just dropped to the ground, like a what's that? What's the breaster? The Sharpfire. The Sharpfire. They're just um. I was able to fix mine by putting in a metal barrel. Um, I think that's all I did to it, but that was able to fix it to where it's usable, but it's still horrible. I wouldn't, if I was trying to recommend a Braster for someone coming into the hobby who wants to experience high powered stuff, that is the absolute last Braster I would ever recommend to them because they'll have fun with the Cinder. Someone new to the pro side of the hobby will get the Cinder, and it'll be a little bit difficult to use and not the most fun thing ever, but at least it works. It'll work enough where they'll get a taste of how amazing this hobby can be, and then they'll go and buy something better and never touch it again. The torrent, it's horrible. Buy one so you can experience it, just so you can experience it, but it's horrible. Let's check the chat. Yeah, the sprinter to half
Alrighty.
darts. That's on my wrist. I want to
I'm
do the
back.
sprinter to half darts.
All right,
You
I'm
didn't
back.
miss much. Just
So,
me bitching about the torrent.
oh yeah. I'll put my 2 cents for the torrent. It looks ugly as hell, in my opinion. I don't like the look. Um, yeah, nothing about it seems good, in my opinion. So I just Sender, maybe. Torrent, absolute pass. Though it is the cheaper out of the two, so yeah. Let me
You
put on my
actually you want to
headset.
know
Give me
what my
5.
actual best, or what I think the best thing about the torrent is?
Sure. Let me put on my
The,
headset. I'm getting hot. I need.
the type of plastic they used for the cell. It's pretty good plastic. Like, it's not like super strong or super high quality, but it's smooth and it's shiny and it looks nice. That's the best part about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like Nerf can do plastic quality pretty well. Yeah, Elite 2.0 exists, but like Nerf has definitely gotten better with plastic quality, and
Oh yeah.
definitely Nerf Pro isn't slouching on the plastic. Anyway, let's
And
work
let's
on
not
it.
forget that the
Uh,
torrent actually had a plastic barrel in it. They didn't even put a metal barrel in
oh
it.
yeah,
If they had put an aluminum barrel in it, it probably would have worked out of the box at least a little bit more consistently. I put a metal
yeah.
barrel on mine. It's probably about 4 inches longer than the stock one, but it's aluminum and it's the same like inner diameter and everything. So much better. You use it with brand new AF Pro darts, it works like it should have out of the box. But you have to Dremel it out and it's a pain to deal with. But it can be
Yep.
good.
Alrighty. Anyway, now we're done with the Nerf Pro rants. Now let me go check this.
I want to say something about the
Is
Strife
there
X
any?
though. You mind if I say something about the
Oh,
Strife X?
yeah, sure. It's
I know
amazing
that was
blaster.
in 2023. I think it was, but it's I
Oh
want to
yeah.
talk about it real quick.
All right. Let's
This
dice
is
it
the
real quick.
best thing Hasbro has given us in a very, very long time. I may go as far as say this is one of the best brushes to come out in 2023. Let's look at what you get. You get a LiPo, an actual functioning real LiPo battery that is safe for normal consumers. You just plug it in with a USB-C. There's a charging right on it. This is the most user-friendly LiPo battery I have ever seen. I mean, what the rest of the Venom came with a battery that's like a LiPo. It's a lithium ion. It's but it's not quite as good as a LiPo. But it comes with the whole blaster. It comes with darts, which were amazing darts, by the way. Those are fantastic darts. And it came with a magazine. That's all you need. This is a Pro Revel Strife from Nerf that is user friendly. It actually works fantastic. Yeah, I can't even. The one thing, if I had to pick one thing that I didn't like about it, it was actually the stock attachment point. It's a little bit, it's a little bit too short or not high enough up, in my opinion. Some stocks are kind of loose and it's not the strongest, but it works. I mean, it's just amazing. Nerf did good with this one, and the main reason they stopped making brasters like the Strife X, why they haven't made a Rapid Strike X, why they haven't made a Vulcan X or a Retaliator X or Stampede X or anything like that, is because of the bad feedback they got on the price. It's $120 when it was new to get a Strife X. It's 108 on Amazon right now.
Yeah.
But you
I
have to think
think.
about what you're getting.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
All right. Thank you. So I actually Captain Xavier said like in his opinion on the price, he said it was actually justified the price for the Strife X because lipo batteries and a charger and a blaster. Lipos themselves are expensive. Same with getting a charger with it, and plus the blaster, more expensive with the mod parts in it. So Cap actually said it was kind of justified, though. Yeah, in my opinion, it's definitely too much, but I could definitely see what he means by it's justified. So, yeah, 120 too much, but at the same time, it makes sense.
I mean, I definitely agree with Captain Xavier. The people got what they asked for, but the problem is they aren't willing to pay the price. If I were to
Yeah,
build something that was just like the Strife X, and I were to include a battery and a charger, and I'd get it hitting the same 150, 160, 170 FPS that it can get, I'd probably charge someone $250 to $300 depending on what exact setup they want. Chargers and ripos are expensive. Good ripos are usually $20. A good charger is $50 to $70. You at $100 already, and you haven't even got a Braster yet. The Strife X gives you all of that for a very, very, very good price. It's People complained, and in my opinion, they complained enough that Nerf will never make another blaster like Strife X.
Yeah, I'm definitely upset that I'm still holding out hope they'll eventually like hopefully do more good Pro Blasters. Hopefully they'll like, make some good original designs alongside a Rapid Strike X or a Vulcan X or
Oh
anything
yeah,
else. Yeah, hopefully they could do like both. I'm holding out hope. Not confident, but hopefully they'll uh, fix stuff and Anyway,
yeah.
that's
I,
just
I I'd like
it's
to see them make like more like I'd like them to call it the X series and just take classic blasters that they have been making for years and make them pro level, and then I want them to make a whole new pro series with all new designs. I mean they would make so much money off of me alone. It would not even be funny.
yeah. Like you take so many classics. Like I got Night Finder right here. I'll shoot. Night Finder X. Okay, well
Oh yeah,
how'd that work? I don't know. But Night Finder X. You can make that a thing. You can make Strong Arm X and have it like the cylinders come out.
oh yeah.
Whoops. Why is that dart flying when I get out? There we go. Yeah. Lots of classics. I got a Vulcan right here. I don't want to grab right now. You can make the best meme blaster ever, the Deploy X. Yeah, and I also got the, and then you can
uh,
also make a more proper AEB, the Stampede X. You could do something like that. Yeah,
my
lots of
issue
potential.
my issue is if they actually made a Stampede X, it would either be, $150 and crappy and it would be prone to breaking, or they would have to charge like $300, like most AEBs are,
Oh yeah,
and
definitely
it
you'll
would
have
be
to
really
charge
good. But
minimum.
I mean, the cheapest AEB that I know of is the BK1S, and I believe that's like 160, not including a battery, which is
Nice.
very good. But they also know what they're doing. I don't think Nerf would be able to do something like that straight out of the gate.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Breck said something in chat. So let me just read the first comment. I go as far as to even recommend someone convert a sprinter to half darts before getting a sender. Yeah, that's what you said earlier. And then I know the Strife X is technically at fair price, but that doesn't change the fact that most people won't be able to afford it. So yes, it's worth it, but won't be profitable in the long run. Okay, I agree with that. Like most people don't have 120 laying around. Like, yeah, some people are willing to pay the price, but like, I mean, I agree with that. Lots of not everybody has 120. Probably some people only have $10 lying around.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah,
That's why Nerf probably won't do it. It's not going to be very profitable for them. But
come on, stop
if they
flipping.
made it, like the hardcore consumers would be so happy.
Yeah, I
But they
mean,
aren't
Nerf
going to because
Limited.
in the end they are a company. They do
Yeah,
have to make
Nerf
money.
Limited is for the hardcore, like gamers and
Hmm.
fans of shows and stuff. So why not have a Nerf Limited for the hobby? That's an option. Anyway,
Oh yeah, and that's they definitely make good money off it. They made like $350 off me for the Mando pulse rifle. I bought two of them, and
oh
those suckers
wow.
are expensive. Yeah, I bought one because I wanted to keep it as a collector item, thinking that it may be worth something someday. And I got another one because I wanted to be able to actually use it. And I used it, and I think I've gotten it out of the box 3 times since then, and I haven't used it again. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
cool,
not
but
a good
it's
blaster, but
yeah,
that's cool.
it's
Yeah,
not easy to mod or paint. So, I mean, it's cool. It looks good on a wall, but I mean, other than that, especially for them to
yeah,
turn around and just make another one that's basically the same thing but a different color scheme for less than half the price, upset me. That ticked me off.
all right. Let's see, brick. For example, I absolutely love the rival Prometheus. Damn it, I forgot that blaster existed. Thank you for reminding me. And it's 100% worth the price tag. It's $200 when it came out. But I know
Yeah,
why people don't like the price, and I completely understand why I think it's the same with the Strifex. You're not forgetting, the Nemesis and the Perseus were $100 when they came out. So those were also expensive. I think the Mastodon was also 100. I don't remember exactly, but oh, the Titan CS50, uh, the heavy
yep,
minigun, also 100. Nerf has released a lot for 100. Nobody complained, but once you're over that, people start bitching.
yep. But it's hard to make something good, especially for like in the pro line for that price point. I mean, well, actually, I can't even say that. One of my favorite brushes ever is the Maxim Pro. I think it's $40.
40 bucks.
It is
Yep.
possible. It is possible, Hasbro, and we know you
Yep.
could do it because you have more money than all of those other companies. So
Yeah.
make something like that, please. You don't have to include a repo. Include an XT30 connector so we could put in our own repos. That would be perfect. It's simple.
Yep. All right. Now, I think we just went over all the Nerf branded blasters. We went over N series and some others. I think we went over almost everything. Mastodon was 70. Ah, I was wrong. Thank you for correcting me. Mandalorian Rival is the single worst blaster ever made. Uh, I mean, it's basically a prop. I mean, it's more so a prop, so.
Yeah, I mean, Bricko. I mean, I'm sorry you feel that way. I think mine are awesome. They're both in their box under my somewhere in my closet that I have it. I don't even know. Um, they look cool. I mean, they're props. So I mean, what you gonna do about it? They didn't advertise. They advertised that they could function. They function.
Mhm.
They did what they said they were gonna do.
Yeah. Hey, Brick, did I forget any other blasters from 2024? Because we went over N series, Rival, uh, Minecraft, Fortnite, Nerf Pro, Gelfire, some others. I'm just reading off the wiki here. It's kind of outdated right now, but did I forget anything? Because now we're moving on to Dart Zone.
Yeah,
Oh
I
boy,
think we did good on Nerf. I mean, we spent like 30 minutes on Nerf at least. Um,
yeah, it's 5:42 right now, and I
yeah,
think we spent 5 minutes doing intro. So
yeah,
definitely, like, we spent a good amount of time on Nerf. Hold up.
yeah. We did zombie, Bricko.
Oh
We
yeah,
did
yeah, we
zombie.
did zombie. Yeah,
I think that
zombie.
was one of the first things we did.
Yeah, that was like one of the first. Anyway,
But yeah, you
now,
want to talk about Dart Zone? Dart Zone did
oh
good.
yeah, they cooked. Uh, it was iffy for many blasters, but also they cooked. Let me
Oh
go
yeah,
look up what they did for
Dart
2024.
Zone definitely won this year. If it was a battle of the companies, I would definitely say they won.
Yep. All right. So right now I'm checking. I'll just go over some basic stuff. Before we get to the good blasters like the Nexus and Venom and Maxim, I'm just gonna go over some basic stuff. They did a bunch of recolors for because they released Nitro Shot Plus this year. They did a bunch of recolors. So the Blitzfire X2, the Magnum X2, the Savage Spin, I believe, and probably another blaster, all re-released with green and purple colors, which is
Yep.
pretty cool. And yeah,
Oh,
so
they did the Omnia too.
oh yeah, thank you, the Omnia with the
Yeah,
Nitro Shot Plus darts or half length. Me,
the bamboos.
yeah, bamboos. On Pro, is there anything here? Nope. All right, how about Adventure Force?
We definitely had
Come
some
on.
very good releases from Dart Zone and Adventure Force. I say we should probably group Dart Zone and Adventure Force together because they're made by the same people. Um,
Yeah, definitely.
in
I
my
mean,
opinion.
Adventure
Um,
Force is basically like Dart Zone, Buzzbee, and X-Shot together. I believe Buzzbee had one or two products. I don't remember exactly.
did they?
Um,
I didn't even
yeah, but
notice.
well, I mean, if you pay attention to what's that guy's name? Let me check. I forgot his name. He's a Buzzbee YouTuber. It's
I probably don't know him
Mongoose
then if
Jake.
he's.
You can
Oh,
watch.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I've
Mongoose
subscribed to him,
Jake.
but I don't think I ever watch anything he makes.
I watched a handful of videos. Mongoose Jake, yeah, he does. Um, mostly Busby stuff. Trying to look for his channel on my subscription. I've had 100. God damn.
I lost count.
Yeah, but yeah, he like went over some stuff. Uh,
Hang on real quick.
oh,
Bricko, yeah, the Bricko says the problem with the Mandalorian rifle was the $120 prop, and the quality did not live up to the price. The lights and
yep.
sounds were made cheaper. The detail paint was basically silver Sharpie. Yeah, I mean, I
Oh
get
yeah, I remember
that.
that.
I get that. It's definitely um it does not look like it came from the movie, but I'm gonna say that's okay. That's not the end of the world. If you hang it up on your wall and you stand 10, 15 feet away, no one's gonna be able to tell the difference. And if you want to,
Yeah,
you could do a little bit more weathering to it with some simple like brown paint and stuff, and it'll make it look so much better. Just take some white and brown like the paint marker things, and you can do a couple edges, and it'll look so much better. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
yeah. Weathering would definitely make it look cooler. Anyway, I just remembered a bunch of Busby stuff I'm gonna go over. Brick already mentioned two of them, but I'll go over the
Yep.
rest from Mongoose Jake. We got the Adventure Force Rogue. Yeah, none of these are on the wiki, by the way. It's basically a reskin of an older blaster. Tessa reviewed it. It was dog shit, so he returned it.
Yep.
Then the Easy Shot. Nightwolf actually got one, but his broke, so that sucks. The Easy Crossbow, the Easy Fire, but crossbow, looks goofy as hell, but that's cool. And the big one that people are gonna like here, the Twist Fury. The
I've
Busby
heard
Twist
that one
Fury.
a lot. I've heard of that one a lot. I know a lot of people like them. I don't even think I've seen one. I can't even picture it in my head. I
Yeah,
have
the
pulled up.
Twist Fury is basically Busby got the license from some guy who made the skewer. I don't know his name, but the guy who invented the
Oh yeah,
skewer,
yeah, 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 yeah. Now I remember.
yeah,
Now I remember.
yeah. So now it's basically a consumer kids version of it that takes full length darts. People have already done mods to them. In fact, Mongoose here did 170 plus FPS mod to it with short darts. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, they made it in a way where you can mod it to where it performs close to how the 3D printed one performs, which I think is amazing. It's injection molded, which is always going to beat 3D printing, but you do have to use 3D printed parts to mod it, and you do have to know how to mod it in order to actually get it to that performance. But that would be a very good brush to learn how to mod. It's
Yeah.
especially with all the kits out there, it's very accessible.
Yep. Yeah. So that's everything Busby has done. I'd say uh definitely the Twist Fury made up for some relevance. Like they were forgettable. Twist Fury exists. They're like, oh, I remember them now. Yo, that's sick. And
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
so definitely became relevant again this year. Next up, X Shot. Because they haven't done much. All I'm gonna go look them up again. Hold up. X Shot,
One thing I could think from
X
Xshot
Shot, not
would be
Xbox.
the yeah, I know. Hang on, I'm tired. Uh,
Same here.
Xshot did a good job with the Longshot Pro, where they did the anime reskin, which personally I think it looks good. I don't watch anime. I don't know much about anime. It confuses me. I think it's kind of weird, but the blaster itself looks awesome. When I first saw it, I thought it was the same as the limited edition one Malcolm had, and I was
Oh
so
yeah, I
hyped.
remember that.
But then I looked
I'm
at
gonna
it and I
hold
was like,
this.
no, it's not the same.
Yeah, you can keep talking. I'm just gonna shoot
Uh,
for
I
demo.
don't. That's the only X-Shot blaster I know that I know came out this year.
Hold up.
I will actually grab
It's
my
jammed.
modified one though. You're getting yours, I'll
Uh oh.
get mine. I've got two of them. The first one I bought, I can't remember what I broke on it,
Ah
but I
shit.
broke something.
Give me a sec. My X shot killed itself again. I need the ramrod.
I probably should have already grabbed mine since I got this one out, but I didn't.
Don't tell
Let's see.
me
What should I
damn
what should I
again.
use? Should I use AF Pros, Nitro Shot Plus Bamboos, or Worker Gen 3s?
Do the nitro shots not even work?
I haven't tried it in this, and honestly, I'm afraid to because it'll probably tear up the
Ah,
darts.
frick.
I'm gonna go with the AF Pros. Full worker
Okay, I
talent with
got
AF
bad news.
Pros.
Nitro shots do not work into long shot.
Good to
Very
know before
sad.
I go and try mine. Okay, so yeah. So basically, what I did to mine is I have the 3D printed barrel cart, a longer barrel, I can't remember how long it is, a pump grip, and the plunger tube. And it has an upgrade spring, but it's a random one that I had in my bin, so it doesn't work very well.
Okay. All right. What? Oh yeah, bricks and some other stuff. The Clip Mania came out like a week ago. Oh yeah, I remember that. And X-Shot made the Horror Fire. Yeah, I remembered those. Thank you for reminding me. So yeah, X-Shot had the Clip Mania to continue the Insanity series from last year. Very cool series. I really want to get one. And then the Horror Fire series, which is basically a side series to Insanity. They
Oh
also
yeah, it
have that
has like all
one,
of the Halloween dinosaur
yeah,
things.
the spooky Halloween stuff. And they also were supposed to release like another version of the long shot called like something else, but it got delayed for next year, I believe. So yeah,
I'm putting my
long
wrong
shot.
shot back in my closet. It is not working. The
Uh
spring that I have in there does not work well, and I think the plunger rod needs new O-rings, so I have to buy stuff.
oh.
All right.
Alrighty.
So we're still on Dart Zone, right?
Oh yeah. We're not done with X shot because
Okay, yeah.
yeah. Two more blasters. I'm pretty sure y'all forgot existed. The Ranger X8 and the Caliber. The Ranger X8 is a reskinned, I believe the Berserko from the Insanity series with a scope, painted in red for the main X-Shot series. And then the Caliber is a goofy version of the Reflex 6 with a long boy barrel.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a long barrel Reflex 6. Anyway, now we can get to
Oh wait,
Dark
wait, wait,
Zone.
wait. We forgot one thing, which has
What is
had
it?
an official release. It's
What?
only in Europe, to my knowledge, but the X-Shot Fury. I can't
That's what
believe
I
I
was
forgot
thinking.
this.
Oh no, I
Um,
remembered it. I just don't remember the name of it.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
It's a
Thank
little
you.
like bull pump pistol thing. I know
Yeah.
Xbox Games has one because I always joke with him about how fast he makes the barrel cards and all the parts for it. Um, but I know he has one, but he has the it's white and blue. It's the European one. I think they're gonna be having it out in the U.S. In January with the red and white. Um, which Xbox Games, he said his was hitting like 140 FPS out of the box, which is
Oh
really
wow.
impressive. Yeah, that's basically
Wow.
what the Longshot Pro was getting out of the box. So
Yo,
that's
that's
really
sick.
impressive.
Awesome. Yeah. So I remember back in like August, this thing was leaked onto Amazon. Some people actually pre-ordered it, but they got canceled and it was just disappeared. And then it
Yeah,
reappeared white and blue. I didn't even know it released in Europe. So now it's in Europe. And
yeah.
yeah, so that's pretty cool.
That
I
may be
assume
false information, but I'm pretty sure that's what I was told.
yeah, that's that. Anyway, so yeah, the Fury next year for us Americans, for the Europeans. Hope you enjoy it. Anyway, now we can get to Dark Zone, and
Finally.
we already went over the Nitro Shot Plus stuff. So now, but I think that's like the only full length thing they did this year. I believe that's the only
Yeah, I
thing.
think they just did the darts. I haven't even tried out the darts yet. I just
Well, the
right
darts are
before
pretty good.
right before they came out, I went and bought a whole bunch of Adventure Force waffle heads, um, and I think I bought like 400 chili darts. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
haven't went and bought them because I don't. Those will last me for a while because I simply don't use full length darts that often.
yeah. I've been collecting, well, as someone who still primarily uses full length blasters, as you can see, In fact, I'm gonna shoot my Tri-Strike for B-roll. Um, Nitro Shot Plus is basic, like it's another like variant of the, you know, good like it's a basically just like kind of like the chili dart and the waffle head dart. There's not really much of a difference. It just looks cooler now because it's
Okay. I was wondering if they had any better performance.
yeah. I
Bricko
loaded
said
up
there's a
some
good reason it got
magazines so I
delayed.
could
It had the
shoot
same issues as
nitro
the
shots for
Longshot
the
Pro,
company.
so they pulled it from
But
Amazon and took a few months to fix the issue. So apparently,
okay.
the Fury has issues with the plunger tube and the basically the integrity of the entire thing, according to Bricko, which makes sense
Okay.
because it's like
I see.
$20 or something.
Same issues.
So
Oh.
it
Oh,
doesn't
okay. Yeah,
surprise me.
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense if it has like another quality control issue, like X-Shot, not the greatest quality, but yeah, like long shots, they had cracked barrels. Mine has not, so I'm lucky. Um,
Yep,
but yeah, most people hate the long shot just because of that. I disagree. That's why one of my terrible opinions is that it's a good blaster.
it is. It is though,
It
especially if you buy
is.
the version 2 with the better plunger tube. I had the V1, which I upgraded immediately, knowing that it had bad parts in it, and then I got one of the V2s just because I wanted to build another one. It is amazing. The performance and just the way it works. Sure, it doesn't feel fantastic. It has the ratcheting prime. It's kind of chunky, but it works, and it works very, very well for the price. As long
I
as you get a V, as long as you get a V2, the V1 is horrible.
Yeah, I think I don't remember when I got mine, but it was definitely quite a while after. It was definitely quite a while after the blaster came out. I'm pretty sure when the V2 came out. I can't say specifically when because I don't remember, but it definitely works well, and I enjoy the blaster. It just
Yep,
sucks
yep.
that for many they say that it's terrible. In fact, there's a freaking YouTube channel called Zuru Longshot Sucks.
Are you kidding
And
me?
yeah, go look up that guy. He's been in a couple of testers videos. But yeah, like bro just hates it. I mean, I'm not gonna argue with him. I'm not the type to bitch. I'm the type that bitches on Reddit when it comes to sports. Hold up. I'm gonna move some stuff to the floor because I want to sit down. But anyway,
We need to get moving with all the Dart Zone stuff. We're gonna take 4 hours
oh
getting
no,
to
we
Dart
are in
Zone.
the yeah, we are in the dark zone stuff.
Yeah, I'm saying we need to keep that moving though.
Oh right. Anyway, let's I'm gonna start out with the continue with nitro shots. And now we're gonna move
Yep.
on to the Striker 2.0 and the Venom Pro. I'll start with the Venom Pro since that's what I have. Venom Pro. Awesome blaster. I love it. It's my lifelong dream to have a Nerf Uzi. And I finally have one. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on. Brick has one more thing. So basically, Xshot fixed it so that makes me appreciate the company even more. They pulled it from Amazon just to make sure it's good. Oh frick! What the heck? Hold up.
What'd you do?
That oh, I
Hit the
pressed the
wrong
power
button.
button right here. I turned it
Oh, the
off on
power
accident.
button. That's not good.
Yeah, that.
But
But
yeah, Bricko makes a good point. The fact that they pulled it from shelves just to fix it, that's like amazing. Not a lot of
yeah,
companies would do that. Even Dart Zone, when they had like with
Omnia
the Maxim,
problem.
they have issues with the burning out and the Omnia. They've had so many
Yeah,
issues with it. They never pulled them. They just kept selling them until they came out with the next version of it, and then they
yeah.
just
They didn't even tell you, hey, don't buy the blaster. They just told reviewers like Qualcomm and I like to say like, please don't review it. We don't want bad opinions. I
yep.
believe FoamQuest did do the review before that was sent out, but from I believe from his experience, like it was ever so slightly better. So yeah,
I think they did the first one that came out was it was okay. The Gen 2 came out, it fixed the issue with the trigger partially, but I think everybody's holding out for the new purple and green, I think it is.
yeah,
Hoping
purple
that
and
one is
green.
all fixed.
Yeah, that one should hopefully. If they just reskin it for a different color, I'll be pissed. But
If it's actually
yeah,
fixed, I may get it. I mean, I don't
same
necessarily need
here.
it because I have so many, but it'd be cool to have. That color
Yeah,
scheme is
I agree.
awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, now to Dart Zone Max and Nitro Shot Plus. Venom Pro, I already said my lifelong dream to have a Nerf Uzi. I love Uzis in like video games, like Modern Warfare 2. It's amazing, and I finally have
Yep.
one. It's awesome. It's a great sidearm. I could go pew pew pew. Yeah, it's a
You do
Nightingale,
actually know
but it's
that
like a
there is
consumer.
a 3D printed Uzi, right?
Yeah, that's called the Woozy. But
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, but I was waiting for one to like be available on stores, even if it
Oh
looked
yeah,
like
yeah.
one. Like, Fortnite, they got like the Scar, the AUG, the B, not B car, woman. All the realistic guns. And like, yeah, they don't function like it, but hey, I can use it as a prop. And this one, it functions. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a Nightingale, but hey, that makes it better. I mean, this is a
Oh
Nightingale
yeah.
mag.
Those magazines are awesome. I don't think I'll ever buy any actual Nightingale magazines. If they don't make a refill pack for those mags, I'm just gonna keep buying Venoms until I have enough mags to be able to run them in a game.
Yeah. Hold up. Just a small price raise would have saved an
He's
otherwise
Bricko is
perfect
talking
blaster.
about the Maxim. So Bricko, I think we're gonna come back to your comments once we get around to talking about the Maxim, which I think we're gonna do
Oh yeah,
next.
right. So yeah,
Uh,
definitely that. We're gonna come
but yeah,
back to
the
it.
Venom is awesome. I posted a short, like I think I did it in October or September, where I
Yeah.
compared the battery that came with it to a Ripo, and the
Hmm.
difference is insane. There's about a 15 FPS boost, and the rate of
Oh,
fire is so much better. It's crazy.
wow.
It's good to the point where you put in a Ripo battery, it doesn't need any modification. And for this is coming from someone who usually will only buy a Brester to mod it. That's
Hmm.
impressive. I told
Yeah.
myself
And
I'm not going to mod mine, but then Band Bresters came out and said that he was going to build a new 5 cage setup for it, and it was going to hit 200 FPS. So I will be buying a second Venom and putting that cage in it because that'll be
yeah.
freaking epic.
And plus, you get 4 magazines and you can dual wield. Oh
Dual
yeah.
wield, yeah, you could dual wield them, but one's going to have much more power than the other.
Yeah. That's still cool.
But
And
it's still
also,
have one to use as a primary and then one to use as a backup.
yep. Anyway,
Uh,
also another neat thing to say, uh, it has, what's funny? Dart Zone recently, like I think last month, started selling the lipos separately on their website. You can go to Dart Zone and buy your own
yeah,
frickin' uh,
I think it's a Rithian
FT30
ion or
lipo.
something.
I don't
It's
know.
a,
I just call it
it's.
the
I don't think it's an
XT30.
actual Ripo. I'm pretty sure it's Rithium ion or something.
Okay, well you can
But
get
it's
your
it's
own
real.
ion
It's much
battery.
better than using like double or triple A's. So
Yeah.
it's definitely good.
As a double A user, I mean, it's much better. But I'll just
Oh
keep
yeah.
using the double A's because I'm used to that. But that's still good. And also you got your own, come on. You also got your own little charger. And
Yep.
I just
Yep.
use an Apple brick because they don't, why not? USB-A. Many people charge their electronics with their computer. Because I don't have one, I just have a bunch of Apple bricks because I'm an Apple bitch.
Dude, what I do is I have a like a power strip with a bunch of outlets, and it has it where you could just plug in USB C or the
Yeah.
and then the other charging too. So that's what I use. It works
Yep.
well. Um,
All
but
right.
yes, the Venom is amazing. What do you want to go to next? You want to go to the Maxim Pro?
No, we'll finish up with the last Nitro Shot Blaster, the
Oh
Striker
yeah.
2.0. That's
Oh
the
yeah.
one. Yeah, it's basically Striker, but green. And it's also the Tomcat 2.0, which I'm
Hang on,
pretty
I'll
sure
grab
y'all.
mine.
Oh yeah, take your time. But like I don't really know many people who bothered. Unlike the Nexus Pro, which everyone ate up. The only person I really know that has the Striker 2.0 is, I think, Brick, Nightwolf, and I think Foam Quest. But like,
Yeah.
not many people really cared about uh, not many people really got the Striker 2.0. And honestly, like, It looks awesome, but I think I prefer the Nexus because I like that look more. But the Striker
They
is still pretty good. Then you
they
can talk
both
now.
look they both look absolutely amazing. The Nexus X and this one, or the Striker 2.0. But I'm just
Yeah.
going to talk about the Striker. Um,
Hmm.
it's basically the same as the Nexus X, in my opinion. It's not quite as smooth. The grips aren't quite as nice. I really like the main grip, but the foregrip isn't as good as the Nexus X, in my opinion. Um, but the sights are better. I do like these kind of like iron sight optic sights better. Um, I got it so I could run it with the Venom Pro because they match. But you really don't need one if you have a Nexus. I think if they would have included the B core with this one, it would have been so much better. But they did give you the suppressor, and the suppressor
Yeah.
looking thing is nice.
I
Um,
mean, the original Striker over here has a suppressor, so like, it fits. It
yeah,
makes
they needed
sense.
it, and the fact that it came with a drum or not a drum. Well, yeah,
It
technically a
came with
drum.
both
The
magazine and drum.
Oh yeah,
Get two for
but
one.
the drum magazine part, I thought that was the coolest thing ever, especially how you could load it from the back. But
Oh,
once I got
really?
it, I think I used it
Oh,
twice
wow.
and never touched it again because it takes forever to load it. I actually
Yeah.
don't have a magazine in mind. I have this 3D printed part, which makes it single shot.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool. Like a musket.
most people would think that's useless, but Mike Grubb actually prays modes where you have to use a single shot blaster. You can only hold one dart. It can only hold one dart in it. This holds one dart. I can shoot you from across the field with my single shot Striker 2.0.
Yeah. That's pretty
Nobody else is
sick.
going to have that. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool. It's very. I did this mod because I have the Nexus X and I have a couple other primary springers. So I thought, why not?
Yeah. Why not have like a blaster? It's the exact same. Why not have it stand out? So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And it's super easy. It's a standalone 3D printed piece. It's
Yeah.
it's like $5 to print it and film it.
Yep.
If that, it takes a little bit of finessing to get in there and feed in correctly. But once you like sand down certain parts, it's good to go.
Uh-huh. Yep. Anyway, checking something real quick. Anyway, I believe now we can get on to the Maxim. What other? Okay, so let me just remember this. Adventure Force released 3 Pro Blasters. Nexus Pro X, Aeon Pro X, Maxim. Am I missing anything? I don't think
The
I am.
Desperado. That's not technically pro, but it's
Okay, well, thank you
I've
for
heard it's
reminding me of
really
that because
good.
I forgot. Yeah, I
I've
actually
heard
have
it's
one. Let me
really
get it
good.
real quick. Let me get one real quick.
Okay. There's I know you probably can't hear me, but everybody else can. There's some really nice mod kits out there. I think Captain Xavier had some. I think
I
Or
just
not
forgot for.
Xbox Games. I'm pretty
I,
sure he made a
I,
mod kit for it.
I
It's
almost forgot.
it's really cool, but I just don't have one.
Okay, I almost forgot about the Desperado and the other like minigun one. So thank you for reminding me.
Oh yeah,
Hold
yeah,
up,
yeah, yeah. The
hold
Desperado is
up.
cool. I don't have one, but
It's really cool. Nightwolf also has one, and so does Foam Quest. And they're pretty fun blasters. Like yeah, you gotta
Captain,
have. Hold up.
go ahead.
My complaint with the Striker is just a subjective thing. Feels like a Tomcat 2.0, not an upgraded Max Striker. Honestly, I could see that. I could
Yeah, I
see
mean
that.
that's valid. That's definitely valid. But I think if they would have just called it the Tomcat 2.0, that would have been fine. But it doesn't really look like a Tomcat. It looks more like a Striker, but it has the drum. So in my opinion, the Striker 2.0 was a better name for it, just because it has more of the overall styling. But if they were naming it just for functionality, it would have been the Striker 2.0. One of the most common mods for the Striker 2.0 was a Talon magazine adapter. I mean,
I mean,
it functions like a Tomcat 2.0, looks like a Striker. So
yep.
that's my thought on that.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so yeah, for Adventure Force, yeah, they from Dart Zone, they got the Desperado and the minigun, which I don't remember the name of. I'm gonna go look it up.
No, I don't know the name of that one either.
Force Venture Force minigun. We got the Lancer. That's what it is. The Lancer. It's basically like a baby's first minigun. This is what it is. The Lancer.
Oh yeah. I've seen it. I don't know the name of it. I never much cared for it.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
kind of
I just looked it
impractical.
up.
It's kind of impractical in my opinion.
Well, it's not meant to be used for like a Nerf war. Like this, practical.
Very true.
I think the Lancer is definitely, I mean, I just said it, baby's first minigun. For the kid, they want to get a minigun. They want to feel like the Heavy or, like the Juggernaut from COD. And they want something that looks like that. And
Yep.
the Lancer fills that role. So I think definitely a good kids blaster. So it's not as good as other miniguns like the Vulcan or the Crusher. Okay, the Crusher sucks, but it's not as good as like other miniguns like the Titan and the Vulcan.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just said, yeah, baby's first minigun. Anyway, now we can talk about the Maxim. Hold up. Before that, chat. I also prefer the original Max Striker pump grip, but that is a very okay. I can agree with you. As someone who first Pro Blaster was a striker, this is actually pretty good. I like the pump grip. It's good. I really like it.
I've never like held one before, so I can't
Yeah,
say I agree or disagree with you, Bricko. If I'm going off of looks, then the original striker grip looks more comfortable. For me, I have a big hand, or I think I have big
same
hands,
here. My
and
hands are
it's
big.
my hand doesn't even fully fit, or camera. My hand doesn't even fully fit onto this pump grip, so it's definitely not the most comfortable thing out there.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Well, for me, striker, it fit fine for me, and I liked it. So, uh, I mean, I've never used a Striker 2.0, but I mean, I'd say that probably fits my hand because despite my long ass fingers, it's not that much bigger than probably like a normal person's hand. I just got them
Yeah.
long fingers. Yeah.
All right,
Alrighty.
moving on to the Maxim. Let's start off with Bricko's comments on it.
Yeah.
I know I sound like a broken record when saying this, but I really wish Dark Zone put a little more effort into the Maxim internals quality, even if they had to raise the price by $10. I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
There
I
was
agree.
this. I got lucky with mine. I haven't had any issues, but I know a lot of people have.
Yeah. Tessera, Brick, who else? Well, Double Punch hasn't had an issue yet. Who else had an issue? I'm trying to think.
Ah, I
I'm
don't
looking at
know.
uh Maxim Pro. I can't spell. Why is it so delayed? Uh, nope, nope. I don't really see any other people complaining. Wallcom is clickbait. What the heck? Nope. I don't really see much. I see like Wallcom has saying Nerf didn't stand a chance. Dot dot dot. Yeah, that's clickbait, but yeah, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it kind of
Uh,
is, but I mean, he's. I'm not. Let's not talk about. Let's
yeah,
not open up that
that's
can of
off
worms.
topic. But it seems like most other people, Maritime Foam, best blaster of the year, probably. But yeah, like other people, like I just mentioned two of them, Tess and Brick. They have both had burnouts, and uh, that just sucks. Like, come
Oh
on,
yeah,
I
Xshot
agree.
had issues too.
Yeah. So like, if you couldn't just if you made the price like $50, then it would be worth it. If you didn't have cheap motors and it actually shot well. Like, because for most people, yeah, they just got cheap ass. They got burned on it,
What was burning?
figuratively.
I've heard that the switches and the motors were burning. Is it
I
both
think
or
it
just
was all.
one?
I think it was both because
Okay.
Brick also has a burning smell. Oh, and Phase One foam and Xbox games.
Yeah.
They also had issues.
Yep.
So yeah, they did. Brick has a burning smell. So unfortunately, those guys are kind of screwed. But uh, going back to here. Okay, we're good. Yeah, unfortunately, other people, yeah, that's just my problem. Like, why would you have like if Dart Zone put more money into better quality motors and switches, then it would be one of the best blasters. Even with this weird backstrap. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
the Venom Pro, like I'm used to that. That's okay. Why did the Maxim need that? It looks stupid, but like for most people, they just bleh. Most people have gotten used to it, so definitely, it's great. For some, hold up, the switches and the motors. Also, for some reason, a random or has a random thermo. I don't
yeah.
know
It
how to
has a
say that.
thermistor. Thermistor.
Thermistor. Thank you.
Yeah, basically the thermistor, that's something that comes in stock strifes. Basically, it's made so you can't overvolt the motors. So apparently it
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
work very well if people are having issues with their motors burning out. But that's what it's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So yeah, so that's all the negatives I could think of, like the weird rev trigger. It's a okay. I know what it's called. You either like it or you hate it. That's what I can think. Um, like many people hate it, many people love it. You gotta get used to it for some. Yeah. So that's like what I think of the rev trigger. I've never held one because I've never seen one in stores, but talking about the positives, it looks awesome. It looks like an SMG from COD. I like that. And the fact that you can it's made for modding. You can literally mod
Yep.
it. That's awesome. Like as someone who doesn't mod, I still think that's cool. For Captain Shotgun mods, he thinks that's awesome.
Oh yeah. It's I haven't done
Definitely.
anything to it yet, but just because it's good out of the box, but it's on the wrist. It's going to be modded. My biggest complaint is actually the translucent orange. I I mean it looks cool and if you're just putting it on a wall and you're not going to touch it, but for me I use it. So I'm getting a lot of dart dust built up on the inside of a shell, which you wouldn't see
Uh,
on normal high-powered fiber blasters because they aren't clear or translucent. So that's my big complaint about it. But
okay, that
I
makes
like it.
sense. I could see that.
And a lot of people don't like the stock with the buffer tube and the buffer tube stock itself. They say it feels cheap. That's the best stock I have ever gotten on any blaster that has a removable stock. It's oh, it just I don't even know what to say. It's comfortable. The whole blaster is comfortable.
Yeah. I'd say like I kind of want to get one. I'm just waiting until like it seems people like say that it's fixed, so then I'll get one. But I'm definitely kind of a fan like of the looks. Like the stock, it looks really good. All
Yep.
stocks, in my opinion, are comfortable, like except the short ones. But
Yeah. Yep.
none of the M4 buffer tube type of stocks, none of them have really had issues like collapsing or anything. Like they all work, in my opinion. So that's good. And as Brooke said, but I still absolutely love the Maxim when it works. One of the best blasters of the year otherwise. I'd say definitely up there. Many people has it as their number one. So definitely a great blaster with lots of issues. I think bittersweet would be a good is bittersweet a good word to describe it? I'm trying to think.
Uh, it depends if you have burnout issues or not. If you have burnout
Yeah,
issues, then yeah, it's bittersweet. But if you don't have any issues with it, then it's just good. I
amazing.
mean, the
Okay.
biggest complaint I've seen from people who aren't having issues with it functioning is the rev trigger. And honestly, I kind of like it. As long as you use the stock, it's very natural to be able to use that weird like palm rev trigger. Um,
Hmm.
so for me, I like it. If you try and use it as like a pistol without the stock, then it's kind of weird because you're trying to support it, but then you gotta like hold it loosely or constantly revving. It's weird. But when you have the stock, you have the third point of contact, so you can hold it stable perfectly well.
Alrighty. I do
But
not know that. Okay, hold up. I do not know that there has been any issues with the Maxim as long as you use the Venom Pro battery. I only got issues when I used double A's. Okay. So I guess it looks like it's for some people might have issues, for some people might not. I don't know.
Yeah,
With
that's
bad
Dart Zone's bad quality control right there. Dart Zone
yeah.
at its finest.
Yeah.
But I did just want to throw this out there real quick. If you do get one strong arm and you decide that or something like burns out in it, let me know. I can fix it for you. A $2
Oh,
switch,
definitely.
and depending on what motors you want, the ones I usually go to $8 a pop. So it's not it's not terribly bad to get it. They get it where it's working well.
Oh,
Um,
definitely. Yeah.
but I haven't even tried the Venom Pro battery in mine. I use double A's for the review, and then all the other times I use it, I just put a repo in it. Um,
Mhm.
so that's
Alrighty.
my that's that I can't really speak on the Venom Pro battery and how that works.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let me check the chat. Wow. Looks like nobody else is watching. It's just Brick. That is kind of surprising. Okay, well, it says 2 people are watching, so.
I'm watching it on my laptop, so that other person's me.
Oh, now we got 3 people now. Okay. Anyway, so now, last 2 blasters. We're gonna start with the Aeon Pro X. So yeah, going to the Aeon Pro X. I have an original Aeon Pro. I'm honestly not the biggest fan. Lots of people, I know Brick specifically, loves it. Hold on. Robert Smith, are you sure about that, lad? Okay, that's the other person. Welcome to the
Oh,
stream, Robert Smith.
I want to say I've seen you before on my channel, Robert, but I'm not sure, so I don't know. Uh,
I don't know, but yeah,
Unless you're the
welcome to the
same Robert
stream.
I know in real life, which I doubt you are. I don't know you. Um, yeah, but I know some people absolutely love the Aeon Pro. I know for some people that's kind of their ride or die. For me, I don't have one, and I think the top prime thing is kind of weird, honestly. The only top prime blaster that I have that I could relate to using that one would probably be an old school Retaliator. And
For
it's
me,
okay, but
okay.
no, go ahead.
Oh yeah. For me, the top prime is what kind of kills it because being a Florida man, we sweat to death. I have sweaty palms. It sucks when sweaty palms sucks in 2 instances. One, when you're building Legos. Two, when you're using top prime blasters, like the Aeon Pro specifically. Stuff like the Retaliator and the Recon Mark II, like I'm okay with because it's a lighter spring. So, but here,
And you have a
oh,
big
it's a
like the
heavy
whole top
string.
part to grab onto.
Yeah, and there's like no grip, like ever so slightly. Like it has grooves in it, but it's like not really meant for yeah. I'm also not the strongest guy, so it's kind of annoying to deal with that as well. Like sometimes I have to use like this. And the
Yeah,
fact there is no stock, like I wish they had like a stock poking out. If like
I think the new
yeah, you
one
can
has an in strike attachment point.
it
I'm
does.
not
And
sure though.
that's the thing I love about that stock or that blaster is that it finally has a stock to help brace that super strong
Yep,
spring.
yep.
Yeah. And it's for me, as someone who's not that strong, like I'm strong but not that strong. I don't lift. What the heck does that mean? Yeah. This is definitely like a breaking point for me. So I don't really use my Aeon. I rarely use it. Let me check the chat real quick. Are you sure about that, lads? Hey, Robert. Well, hey, Brick. Gotta clean your mitts instantly when you're putting on those tiny stickers on it. I don't know that's mean,
He's
but
talking about building Legos with the tiny stickers.
oh yeah, I hate applying those stickers on Lego sets. Actually, I just realized something. I haven't gotten. I think it's been years since I've gotten a Lego set. Damn, hold up. I have my last Lego set. Give me a sec. And my glasses are stuck. Frick. I just realized I haven't had a Lego set in like probably 4 years. I have to use 2 hands for this. It's been like probably like 3 years since I've had a Lego set. My last one is this Jeep Wrangler. which looks awesome.
Oh, that looks
Uh,
cool. Is that
yeah,
actually Lego though, or is that a knockoff?
yeah, it's Lego Technic. It's the Technic line.
Wow.
It
I didn't
looks
know they made a
awesome.
Jeep. I may have to get that
Yeah,
just because it's a
yeah.
Jeep.
But that was like 4 years ago or 3 years ago. I don't remember exactly.
I don't
So it's
think.
yeah,
I
it's
think it's
been a
probably
minute.
been 5 or 6 years since I've gotten a Lego.
Oh
Or like
wow.
one that I actually like bought or was gifted to like use. I found one at my great grandparents' house one day. It was just small, like 1992 car or something. So I didn't open that. So
Ah, okay.
I just
So
found it and
yeah,
decided that I want to keep it.
that's pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, it's been a minute. I might need to check in what the heck is going on. Because I haven't been into Lego like seriously since 2019. Dang, it's
I
been a
think they're
while.
making some good stuff. I see their stuff a fair amount, but
Yeah, I
but
see their
it's
stuff all the time, but it seems like now they make a lot of like $500 stuff that's like,
oh yeah.
a prop. They make a lot of $500 props nowadays. Like my Technic thing, yeah, that can be used as a toy, but I primarily just put it on my bookshelf because it looks good. And that's what they do a lot. Like that's what they seem to be doing a lot. So,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what Bricko's saying, the only one I would be interested in, like the only Legos I'd ever be interested in getting, would be like getting the Speed Champions and like the model cars and that stuff, because those sets are like $30 and they look cool. But other than that, I don't think I'd get a Lego. But
yeah.
we're off topic. What were we even talking about? We're on
Oh,
Doors
yeah,
Up.
we're talking about
Eh,
the
Okay,
Aeon.
okay. The Aeon
Sorry.
Pro. We kind of talked about that some. The Nexus X, the Nexus Pro X.
Yeah, so we
That
finished talking about this. Now we're moving on this.
Let me grab mine.
All right.
The
You could talk
it is
about.
an amazing Braster in my opinion. It's
Oh, I agree. Yeah,
I would have to say it's probably the best Springer of the year.
I'd say so myself. Like, ah, bro, why is this so hard to find?
My initial plan when I got this was to max it out. I wanted to be the first person to max it out and put it on YouTube. And I mean like really max it out, like to the breaking point. And I bought it
Oh wow.
and then I used it very slightly and I took it to my local game, the first game I ever played in, decided that I was going to use it for like just dive straight into it. I haven't really put more than like 3 or 4 mags in it, and it was so good. I decided not to do anything to it. I mean, it's just so good. My biggest complaint with it is the stock. I feel like the stock is too small.
Hold up. Alrighty. All right. I finished dumping the Aeon mag. So yeah. As for the stock, I don't think it's that big of a problem. People yet may say like, "Oh, it'll collapse on you." For me, it's not, and it's like a good length for me. Like, yeah, I like it a little longer, but it's good
Well, no,
enough.
I mean like the actual butt plate. Like I have pretty big shoulders, so it's and it's kind of slippery for me. Um, no matter what I'm wearing, it's like it's just not grippy. So, but other than that, I really like it.
Yeah, it's definitely like smooth on top and stuff. All right, let me check the chat real quick. What we got? Yeah, I love collecting Speed Champion Jurassic World. Yeah, those are pretty cool. In the stop motion scene, you're in the stop motion scene, so I also prefer UCS models. I think that's like the collectible Star Wars sets, I think. Those are pretty cool. I think I
Probably.
had one when I was little.
Yeah, those are cool, but expensive.
Yeah, I was lucky I had one. Yeah, I need to get back into motion. Nerf has distracted me in the past couple years. I don't think the stock is that short, but I'm also not huge, dude. I'm the skinny, tall type of person, so stock, I think it's pretty good. Yeah, it's a little short, but it's good enough for me.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
definitely not bad. If I had a big issue with it, I'd just get a different buffer tube stock to put on it. Um,
The
but
Nexus Pro
I
X is,
think for what you're
uh,
getting, it's pretty good.
yeah, I'd say, well, yeah, what you're getting is really good. The Nexus Pro X is great with the original Max Striker stock. All right, for the Striker, I don't know why people call it the Max Striker, because Max is like the series name. I don't
Yeah,
get
me
it.
neither. I don't. I mean,
I
I
don't
don't
get
get
it.
it.
But anyway, put this on. All right, now it's much longer. Oh yeah, I could. It's not that much longer, but
That looks better
the
though. That looks like it's more comfortable.
yeah, it is slightly more comfortable. Though the cheek rest, well, if I remove my headset, yeah, it definitely looks. I'd say it's I'd say it's more comfortable, but I'm not really a big fan of the cheek rest. So, but I do like the. But yeah, it does look cool on it. I like it.
There's so many good things about this Breastor though. This grip, this
Yeah.
pump grip at the front is camera. Where's the camera? My camera's mirroring, so I have to move opposite, and it's weird. Um,
Oh yeah,
but
same
the
here.
but the pump grip is very comfortable. It feels good in my hand. The dual mag release, that took no time to get used to it. Like I grabbed that thing and I was like, oh yeah, there you go.
Yep, same here. After
It's
watching reviews, I knew I wanted it. Like, I watched
that's
so many reviews, like, I knew I really wanted it. My Walmart doesn't carry one. I'm pissed, but fortunately,
oh yeah yeah
mom
yeah
was able.
yeah. I remember that. I was gonna buy one and ship it to you.
Yeah, I remember. But yeah, mom said, "I'll get you it for Christmas." I'm like, "Okay, good deal." So yeah, I got the Nitro Shot mat. I got the Venom Pro instead. So I definitely say it's a good deal because I spent $50 and got $100 in return.
Yep. But
So yeah,
something
definitely.
that people don't talk about enough is the fact that it comes with a B card, and it's a
Oh
good
yeah,
B card. I use it. I take that B card and I use it on most of my pro springers just because it's good, and you can buy them. You can buy them with a scar, and it's $20 for a scar and a B card. That means if you're paying
it's
twenty
ten
dollars
dollars
and
per a pop. $10
yeah,
for both.
in my opinion, it's 15 and $5 for what they're worth. In my opinion, what they're worth for me, but I I would buy a couple of those packs and not use the scar ever and just put the B card on all of my different springers because it works on everything and it works super well, like super well. I have one of the Gavin Fuzzy um DIY B cars, the 3 line. It's 8 degree B car.
Oh
It's
yeah,
nice, but it doesn't work any better than the Dark Zone one. So I mean, sure, it's fancy, but if you're on a budget, just buy the Dark Zone one.
yeah. As someone who never had a Scar or a B car, like the only one that counts is the one that was included in the long shot as part of that front barrel, and it barely counts. But
Yeah, I was about to say I wouldn't even count
that
that.
one
It doesn't
barely
help.
counts. It barely counts. So yeah, this my first experience. They work about the same. I'd say the B car is better because the Scar I noticed like a dip in performance. Like it doesn't shoot as
Yeah,
far. So
yeah.
and
That
it'll
the score definitely limits how like your range abilities, but
yeah.
the B
With
car doesn't. It'll drop the FPS, but it really doesn't drop your range.
yeah. And plus both of them work in all the Pro Blasters I have, which is great. Yeah, the Scar muzzle isn't great in some of them, like the Outlaw, for example, and but the Venom Pro needs this if you want accuracy, and it works fine. But yeah, I'd say that for most blasters, I'd use a B cart if I was at a Nerf war. So definitely worth these. I mean, that was one of the big reasons I wanted it was these, and
Yep,
plus I
yep.
wanted a proper pro blaster that took half darts. So I'm definitely happy with that.
Well,
So
here's
yeah,
something else to think about. They sell the B car and Scar for $20 on the Dark Zone website. The Nexus Pro X is a $50
50.
blaster. That means
So
you're
this is
paying.
30. Wait.
That's a $30 blaster. I mean, if you want to look at it like that, you could argue it's a $30 blaster. You can buy this Scar and B car for $20. It's a
Okay,
$30
that is genius.
Pro
This is
blaster.
$30 blaster.
I
Yep.
know, and it's fantastic. But
Awesome.
then you look at
Great,
another
amazing
$30
deal.
Springer from Nerf, the Torrent, and it's crazy what two different companies can do with $30 of or worth of Braster. It's ridiculous.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna read chat for a sec.
I don't think
It's
there's
very
anything new going on.
no, there's some stuff. I don't think the stock's that short by most time. Nexus Pro X is okay. I already read that. I'm slightly underweight and exactly average height, and I only need to extend my not stock by 1 notch. I could see that. And strong as hell though. So mine's never collapse. Same here. All the stocks, like people say, oh, they collapse. They're not very good. My all three of my buffer tube stocks do not collapse. They are pretty sturdy in there. And
Oh
they're
yeah,
really good for because of that. So I
I've
don't see
got
any
the
complaint.
Nexus Pro X, the Striker 2.0, and the Maxim Pro that I can think of off the top of my head that all have buffer tube stocks. And let's keep in mind, these are all from the same company, but I've never had an issue with them collapsing ever.
Same here. Yeah.
They're just
I
good. They're
got
good.
Yep. I got this stock from my Mark III. My Striker has that one with the cheek rest, which is long. I like that, but I don't like the cheek rest part. And then I got
Yeah.
this, which is like, in the middle. And plus, a neat feature no one talks about, if I take this off, is that there's a little button here. So I pull this back.
You
It has
got
an
M&M
opening.
storage.
Yes, for your M&Ms.
Your
Hold up.
tactical M&Ms.
Yes. Oh yes. I put my spare O-ring here. But yeah, spare M&Ms. Awesome. And
That is the
then
one thing that I think is kind of weird as a modder is the way the O-ring is shaped. I don't exactly know where that's supposed to go. I don't know if that's for the plunger tube. If that is for the plunger tube, then it is shaped very, very weird. And I don't know why they want to just make it an oval like all of the other ones would be. Um, but I haven't actually opened mine up yet because I'm afraid I may take something out and not be able to get it in right, and then I can't use it, which would make me sad as a person because it's so good. Um, but I think it's actually used for the breach.
oh really?
That's the only thing I can think of
Yeah, I'm looking
because
into
Dr. Flux has said that his he actually lost one during a game and had to replace it. But that's the only thing I can think of because there's no reason why the plunger tube would be shaped like that.
yeah. I don't see where it would come in, and I don't see how it would come out. That's just from me not opening it up, but just from looking, that's a little weird.
Yeah,
But
I thought it was weird too, but he said he rushed one in the game. Which speaking of like the reliability of it, I didn't have any jams with mine, like at all. Um,
same here.
I
The
did
only
have an issue which I commented on. I think it was a video you did recently, but the darts actually somehow got backed up in here, and I don't know how they
oh
got
yeah.
turned around and got up in here, but they did, and that took me out of the game. But other than that,
Oh.
and that was probably from me just not priming it correctly somehow, and the fact that I was using super used darts probably didn't help. But that was the only reliability issue I had with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think for me, when I did my Christmas stream 2 days ago, I mean, yeah, I jammed it a few times, but it wasn't like flipped over. I thought it did, but that was just me being an idiot and having user error. So yeah, I mean, I had my ramrod go through it, but it was no
Yeah.
issue, no biggie. But yeah, the darts flipping, the X-Shot long shot is very prone to doing that. It loves to kill my darts.
I've never had the dart get like flipped in my X shot wrong shot. I have had it happen in the torrent though, and I don't know how in the world the torrent manages to feed them like with the head like bends back into itself. I don't know how in the world it does that, but it does.
I don't know. That is somehow pressures are able to do that. It's so weird.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. For the rest of the accessories on this, we went over the stock, the B car and Scar. We got the little side rail here for the B car. People say it's useless. I think it's cool. It kind of looks like a laser sight if you put it on there. So
I
it's a
took mine and
useless.
flipped it upside down and put the scar in it and used it as like as iron sights on the side so I could turn it sideways.
Hmm? Oh, let me try that.
You can't really look through it, but it looks like you look cool when you do it.
Oh yeah, like this.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does look pretty cool.
it's
What?
difficult to use, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, if I put my blaster into attack stance like MW3, yeah, I can
Yep,
see how
yep,
that works. Yeah, and then you can also put ambidextrous and put on the other side if you so please.
exactly.
And yeah, and also prime real estate for a laser, like this cheap airsoft one for my gel thing. Oh, I got
Or a
some fucking
flashlight. A flashlight would be good too.
yeah, flashlight, laser, etc. Probably like one of the little rocket, like Proud Papa
Oh
thingies.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
That would
definitely
be good.
those.
You could possibly use like the insanity flip grip things, where you can. I'm pretty sure that's Picatinny rail, so you could use one of those and then mount another blaster to it, which would be extremely front heavy and awkward to use, but you could do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that yeah, you can definitely try to do that. Hold up, let me read chat. So
Yeah, we should probably check that. We've got a ton in here.
we got it's strong as hell though. So mine never collapses. Okay, that's good. The original Nexus had a bad buffer tube, but the others don't tend to collapse. Huh. I've never seen that mentioned in other reviews.
Me
That's
neither,
weird.
but then again, I don't. I never really paid a lot of attention to the original Nexus because by the time I had joined the hobby, you couldn't get them anywhere.
Well,
So I
for
never really
me,
paid any attention to it.
well, someone who joined in 2020 when the just buy a Nexus, you idiot, was very popular. Yeah, I was just like constant. I had to watch lots of reviews on it to like learn about the Nexus. I never got
Yep.
one because I got the Striker, but yeah, I already know just buy a Nexus, all right. Well, hey,
I was
I
going to
got
get one for
one.
such a long time just to mod it, but ended I just when I finally found one, they wanted like $50 for it, and it was in bad shape. I was like, no.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
What else you got going
Anyway,
on in the comments?
I saw someone make a dirty joke about the shape of that O-ring, and that has ruined my perception of it. Let me check.
Perception.
Perception. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm not gonna mention it, but
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
I'm not going to speak on that.
Can you zero that thing?
Are you
What
talking about
thing?
the scar on the side of the Nexus? And no, you cannot.
Or is he talking about
Um,
my laser? Because this thing doesn't have batteries in it, so it's just a decoration prop that looks cool.
I don't. I mean, maybe that would be. I don't know if you go to games or not, but for me, that wouldn't be helpful because we play in a field. I would not be able to see it. It would just be able to tell my opponent where I'm aiming. So I don't.
Ah,
For me, it wouldn't be helpful.
I used an Insanity adapter to attach the Venom Pro to the Aeon X. Okay,
Yep,
now
that
I need to
works.
get. Okay, that works. You know what? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna need to get an Insanity blaster. I don't have any.
I need to check and
I
see
need.
if I can get one of those. Like if I can 3D print that part, because I can probably 3D print it, or at least a replica.
Well, now I really want to. I've always wanted to get the Rage Fire, but I have no space for that. It's I
Yeah.
want but don't need, but I really want it because it's so cool. It's a freaking turret, but no space
Oh, I
for it.
came across a dude who so so there's been a couple people over the history of Nerf who have gotten a blaster and completely taken it out of proportion and modded it into something crazy, and they've grown up. They became, well, at least for our hobby, they've kind of grown up and became YouTube famous and never really did anything different. This one dude took a Exalt Insanity Rage Fire, and I don't know what he did to it, but it is terrifying. This thing, the rate of fire is better than anything I've ever seen before on a stock blaster
Oh yeah.
before. And he was getting good FPS and good performance out of it. I can't remember what his name was, but he had a short that had like, I think it was like 20,000 views or something.
Was this on YouTube? Just making
Yeah, it was on
sure.
YouTube.
Uh, Night Reach button. Insanity motorized Rage Fire mod. Okay. Oh, actually, You may be thinking of something else. Are you sure it was the Rage Fire or was like the 3D printed minigun?
No, I'm thinking of the Rage Fire. It wasn't the LMG because I was. That's something that I'm gonna buy now that I can afford it, or I
Are you
will
sure it's
be able
not?
to
Are
afford
you
it.
sure it's not the Moab?
Yeah, I'm sure it's not the Mohab. It was an actual Rage
Okay,
Fire, and I thought it was
just
crazy.
making sure. All right,
Yeah.
just making sure. Yeah, we got plenty of options. I'm not gonna click on any of them because I'm not taking that time. But yeah, lots of people, lots of cringe videos, but lots of also really cool stuff. Like there's someone with a 3S, someone with some uh whatever batteries called, like those type of like high powered batteries.
Yeah,
And
Bricko just said someone I know put IMRs in it, and it was insane. You know,
IMRs.
that wouldn't
Oh
be a bad
yeah, that
idea.
one. Yeah, I think it was IMRs
I've got
from Dr. Flux.
two of the cool rook or whatever. I don't even know
I
if these are classified as IMRs, but the high powered double A's, and those are pretty good.
Yeah, I can't really watch the video because I'm doing the live stream on the iPad, just so I can monitor chat. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can't really watch the video. But yeah, that's from Dr. Flux, that IMR video. Yeah, apparently IMRs are back in the game. There were a lot of controversy around them 3 or so years ago. Some people still use them. I know Coop, he used them a lot back in like even when lipos were still like becoming the norm, he still used IMRs because
Oh
that's what
yeah.
he's used
He
to.
he used those suckers on everything, every
Yeah,
strife,
pretty
every
much
this, every
everything.
that. But if I
Yep.
get a blaster that takes double A's, I will use my two high powered double A's and however many other batteries I can put in it, and just use it. And it's actually good. It's acceptable. I think it's a great thing. The only issue with it is you can overpower your motors and your switches and burn them out.
Yeah, Coop was always a big IMR guy, definitely. But yeah, definitely IMRs seem to be kind of relevant again, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, I think we've went over everything about the Nexus. I mean, yeah, it has a cool site, but nothing needs to say about that. But yeah, we went over the Nexus. High power, awesome blaster. I'm so happy I got it for Christmas. Thank you, family. And yeah, I believe that's everything from the main brands. We can go on for like another 3 hours, 3 hours talking about all the other 3D printed stuff, which I don't really want to do.
Oh yeah,
But
I don't even. I try and stay pretty well informed. Because again, my channel's kind of on like the more like modifying and quote unquote pro level of the hobby. So I try and keep up with that stuff. But it seems like everybody nowadays has that software and knows how to use it. So there's always new stuff popping up. Everybody but me. That's impossible.
uh,
Oh yeah, Bricko says the that Worker did announce something big this year, the Coon Rune, which I'm probably still pronouncing that wrong, but honestly,
the what
I do not
now?
care.
Hold up.
The new bolt action Harrier. I
This
believe it was
thing?
Captain Xavier. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Captain Xavier who first called it the Coon Rune, and ever since that's what I'm calling it.
Alrighty. Well, shoot, I'm lagging. Alright. Okay, well apparently that exists. That bolt action sniper. That's cool.
You haven't heard
So
of that
that
yet?
exists. Yeah, I heard of it. I don't know what it's called, I, but yeah, apparently I heard that existed. It came out. That's all I know about it. It's just basically a ball action Harrier, which is pretty cool.
It has more potential than a Harrier though. From
Oh,
what I've heard,
actually,
it has a really light prime and gets like 220 FPS out of the box. But it comes with an
oh
upgrade
wow.
spring and can get 360 with a heavier prime. This is using the same barrel, the same exact barrel and everything. So it has potential. It could be, in my opinion, it's the new Swift. The Swift was like the
Oh
go-to if you
yeah,
wanted to make something ridiculously powerful. I think it's going to be the this new Worker Blaster.
I could definitely see that. Oh, and it's called the QLUN. KUL like
Yep.
KUNLUN. That's what it's called. Oh yeah, forgot. I'm on Out of Dart's website, by the way.
Okay.
They also got the XYL Unicorn. a better
Oh, the
version.
tactical one.
Yeah, they got the new version out.
Yep.
That also came out this year.
That's
Trying
been.
to
I think they did.
see,
I want to say they did that in August.
probably. I
I can't
think so.
remember.
Trying to see what other blasters came out from Out of Darts. We got lots of options. I'm not sure what to press. I'll just go to the 3D printed blaster designers. We'll start with this guy, Silly Butts. What the heck?
Have you never heard of Silly Butts, man?
No, I've heard of him. I already know. I know who he is. But, ugh. Yeah, I'm just like, there are so many of them. I get like a lot of them kind of confused.
Oh yeah, there's so
Yeah,
many of them. I keep up with the two people I like keep up with in the 3D printed world the most is Silly Butts and then Hawkeye. I keep up with Hawkeye because he makes cool integration stuff, and he is actually the creator of the Mini Strife.
okay. Someone's at the door. Give me a sec.
Again, all right. So while he's gone, we're gonna mag dump. What are we gonna mag dump? The Strife X. I only have one dart in this mag. All right. Somebody time this and then make an edit of it. Ah, that is fun. That's just fun.
Okay. Alright, I'm back. I do got some bad news, everybody. I'll be wrapping up the stream. I noticed we've been doing this for over almost 2 hours now. And,
Yeah, about 2 hours, but we were on for about 40 minutes before we even started the stream. So we've been
yeah,
here for,
because,
for like 2.5, 3 hours.
yeah, it's been quite a while. I'm gonna read the chat, and then I'll end the stream. So we got, yeah, the Qlin has stronger moves that is quieter than Cap. Count 4 picoseconds. I don't really notice that. Probably on your
I can't
guys'
tell
side,
that he's
not
any
delayed.
quieter.
Yeah, probably not.
Uh,
But
the
yeah,
the
that
the
was pretty fun.
the
That was a fun
pinosecond thing is
stream.
I mag dumped a couple mags with the Strife X and I told them to count and then make an edit of it, like time it.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So yeah, I don't really notice that. Probably because I don't know, but yeah. So yeah, I'll be wrapping up the stream. Yes, thank you for stopping by, Robert Myth and BrickSource227. Thank you guys for stopping by. It was awesome chatting with Captain Shotgun about 2024 and the year of Nerf and everything that's happened between the four big companies, plus some other stuff. Talking about whatever. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah. You got anything else you guys want? Anything else you want to talk about before we get off?
No, well, actually, I had a bunch of stuff, but then we ended up spending 2 hours on the companies. So now I was just gonna say we could talk about like our channels over this last year and how they've grown and just like
Oh,
the technical advances we've done. But that's something we could
oh,
do another
definitely.
time.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna talk about that because it'll probably take me 5 minutes. It'll be
Okay.
short. But yeah, for me, I evolved. I recently got a new phone, iPhone 16 Pro. So that's great. Been using the 12 mini for a while. It's been
By the
great.
way, that new
But
video, the new videos you've been putting out with the iPhone 16 look amazing. The
oh,
quality before was good, but they're even better now.
thank you so much. Yeah, I turned up from 1080p at 30 frames to 4K at 120. Definitely big upgrade. Yeah, for me, I've evolved from like because at the beginning of the year I was still doing abandoned short YouTube videos, was involved in that community. A lot of bad stuff happened because all those freaking 12-year-olds were dicks. Some of them like they were cool, but like I was getting freaking burnt out from constantly doing abandoned Toys R Us, abandoned Blockbuster, abandoned Circuit City. abandoned Walmart. I was getting burnt out, and so around I believe June, I made my last one. Then I chose to quit about a month later, and also a lot of stupid drama because all those kids are 12-year-olds. I don't even know why I'm even friends with them. But yeah, that and yeah, I evolved. My editor for like the past year was iMovie for because Apple, but I evolved to CapCut because that's more so for TikTok. But I don't use TikTok because I'm a simp, and yeah, that's true. And it's perfect for YouTube. It works well. So definitely glad I switched to that. It's easy to understand. It's great. So yeah, that's about it. And yeah, now I'm doing mostly Nerf. Occasionally when I go to like a sports game, like the Bucks game or the Tampa Bay Lightning, I'd sometimes record. Because I love sports, and I also started doing live streams. I revealed my damn face a month ago, and so I finally got that off my shoulder, and also doing live streams. I did Call of Duty earlier. I think I might get back to that. I got Helldivers 2 for Christmas, so I'm really excited to play that. And but my PS5 controller is killing me. It's both of them have drift, and my house gets dusty within a freaking 2 days. It gets dusty as hell. So that's super annoying I have to deal with, but I'll get over it, and hopefully I'll get a new controller so then I'll stop having drift issues. So yeah, that's fun. How about for you? Even though this is your first year on YouTube.
Yeah, it's my first year on YouTube. It's been a good one so far. I had a lot of traction when I first started, mainly from people who just kind of I've already known from just being in live stream chats on the World Film Alliance, or just from here or
Yep.
there who've subscribed. It's definitely slowed down a lot. The last 2 months have been extremely slow. I've had a lot going on in my personal life. I kind of made a small announcement about this. I don't really talk about my personal life, but I turned 17. I got a car, and I graduated high school all within from August to October, which didn't really
Wow.
slow me down a lot. But then as soon as I graduated, I had like a dead stop. I had like 2 videos that have been pre-recorded that went out, but ever since then I haven't really put out anything. I've just been figuring stuff out in my life, which is slowed down a lot. But I haven't really made any big technical advances. My workshop has had some big add-ons. I added a 3D printer to my collection, which has been super helpful, as well as a better soldering iron and just some other miscellaneous tools. Um, I was gifted a laptop for Christmas, which is amazing. So now
That's
I'm trying to
awesome.
transition my yeah. It's awesome. I've never ever used one before, so it's a huge learning curve. Um,
Never? You've never held it?
Never. I've used my mother's. I've used hers very, very slightly, but I've never used one before. I was
Oh
homeschooled my
wow.
entire homeschool career, and I used like old paper books and
Oh.
everything. So
Okay, that
I've
makes
never had
sense.
I've never had any type of laptop ever. So over the last 2 weeks, I've been getting better at it. I'm currently looking for a good editing software so I can move my photos from Microsoft OneDrive onto the editor to be able to edit them and then upload them to YouTube. But for right now, I'm just using the YouTube editor on my phone. Um,
All
but I'm
right.
working on
Yeah.
that, and I've already got like 2 videos I have lined up that need to be edited on my laptop because my phone can't handle how long they are. I have an hour-long
Oh,
video of
same
how to
here.
repair a Strife, so I have to wait till I can get that on my laptop so I can get that posted. Um, I would say the only other like huge thing that has happened this year is I decided to start my own like business. It's not really a business; it's more like a hobby shop. Um, Basically, I sell stuff from my channel, stuff I build. I offer commission work, which is not like readily available for a lot of people. Commission work is really you kind of have to know someone to do it. So I try and make that more readily available. Repair work, all sorts of stuff like that. Which has been awesome. It's been very slow going, but it's been awesome for the few people who have actually gotten some work done. Um, I'm not really trying to make a lot of money. I try and give really good prices, but I can't do stuff for free. Um, I
Yeah. You gotta
mainly am
make
doing
money
it.
off of it.
Yeah, I don't charge like a lot. depending on what type of mod it is, I'll either charge like a blank amount for my time, or I'll charge by the hour. Um, but really, the only reason I charge money to make any extra money is to put it back into the channel, so I can get better equipment, so I can get
Yep.
better things to talk about. Um, but other than that, there hasn't really been anything crazy this year. I peaked at like 191 subscribers currently,
Yeah, you're
which
at
is,
191 right now.
yeah, which in my opinion is amazing. I don't think of it as a number. I think of it as individual people. So when you look at that, I see 191 people like me enough to pay attention to what I do, um, which is amazing. I think my most viewed video it's my modified Demolisher, and it has like 547 views on it, which is, I was not expecting that, especially because honestly I felt like it was kind of like a mediocre video. Um, but it's been a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it in 2025. I've got a lot of big stuff planned, um, which I'm looking forward to getting done. Um, but yeah, that's been my year.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, for me, well, my channel mostly grew from the thing I used to do, abandoned videos. Those are super popular. I still like most of the Nerf videos I put out, most Nerf videos that are YouTube shorts. Nowadays they crack around 500, but back
Yeah,
then I used to get like 10K or 2K. And like, yeah, that's why I have 1,000 subscribers because of all those people. And looks like they all stuck around. I never really lost any. The views went down considerably because I stopped doing the thing that made me popular. But I
yeah,
also was like, well, those type of videos were also getting bad views. They were getting like 500 max. So now I kind of just expect it. Like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get around like 500. I'm not gonna grow in subscribers, but I'm okay with that. I'm
you
definitely,
enjoy what you do. You don't have to be big to have
yeah,
fun.
I enjoy
I
what I
mean,
do. Like I
I
try
mean,
to do
most of
this.
my shorts, like all of the shorts I've posted in the last, like I'm gonna say the last 20 shorts that I've done, have peaked at like 20 to 30 views, which isn't a lot, but it's fun. So
Yeah, same here.
that's why I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
doing it. Um, so
yeah. My
that's really why it's my videos is thrown down. I had a bit of an issue towards the I'm gonna say the end of November, beginning of December, where I was just having a hard time and really debating if I wanted to stay in the hobby or not. I was seriously debating selling all of my stuff and just trying something new. Um, but thankfully, my good friend, trying to think, but I'm tired and hungry. Um,
I'm tired as well. I'm getting hungry
CR
just to
Nerf,
watch
CR Nerf.
CR
Um,
Nerf. Okay, I
yes,
know him.
I got I'm on Facebook now, so I was able to reach out to him and kind of been able to talk to him more directly, which has been nice. But I reached out to him to see if there was anything in my collection he wanted. I was going to reach out to some of the people I kind of know and see if they wanted first pick on anything, and he was able to kind of talk me out of getting out of the hobby, which now a couple of weeks later I'm super thankful for. Um,
That's great.
it, it,
Yeah.
it was kind of like a me thing where I had to decide if I wanted to keep doing it or not, if I was still enjoying it, and I am
Yep.
still enjoying it. And things are slowing down a little bit because my schedule is getting busy, but it's still happening. It's still fun.
Yeah. For me, like sometimes, like when I was doing those type of videos, abandoned videos, like I wasn't losing interest in Nerf. I was just burnt out by making Nerf videos and them getting no views. But now,
Yeah,
I just accept that. Okay, I might not get back to those highs, but I'm thankful that I'm at least getting like that, the views that I'm getting. So I'm pretty
yeah,
happy
yeah,
with where I'm at. So yeah. Good luck with yeah. So I guess we'll wrap it up. We've already passed 2 hours. We're at 2 hours, three
yeah.
minutes, and oh, actually no, 2 hours and 4 minutes. Sheesh. And yeah, so I think it's a good time to wrap up because I'm tired. I just want to eat dinner and I just want to watch Spider-Man right now. So yeah, Sam
Same
Raimi
here.
Spider-Man, the first
Let's
one.
check the comments real quick and then jump off.
Yeah. DaVinci Resolve is what I use. I'm pretty sure that's his editing software. So I guess you could
Yeah,
check
I'll
that
have I'll
out.
have to look at that. Basically the difficult part is finding one that will allow me to use OneDrive to move my photos and videos over. Um,
Ah, okay.
but
I
I'll have
just
to
use
check into that.
AirDrop. Yeah, I use AirDrop from going from iPad to iPhone. I don't actually have a
Well,
computer.
I have a Windows iPad and then a Google Pixel phone, so I can't
Oh,
AirDrop it
cool.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, for me, I mean, I've used laptops in the past. Like I've used Windows 7 as a lot as a kid. Even when Windows 11 was around, I used Windows 7. But once that ended support, uh I basically just kept my this old laptop around for nostalgia if I'm wanting to play some old games. But yeah, the iPad is kind of just my main computer now. So this
Yeah,
is my computer
and it
for
definitely works as
editing.
one. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no wonder Apple makes the iPad Pros, and they have like the M1 chips and stuff from
Oh
the
yeah, they're
Macs.
basically a laptop. I got a
Yeah,
laptop.
basically.
I needed a laptop versus an iPad because I needed it for college stuff, for video
Yeah,
editing, and I wanted to
definitely.
be able to do some better gaming. I got a PlayStation 4. I got it like the year they came out. And
Oh, wow.
I actually got it because the game that I was wanting to play that I've been following for years now was only available on PlayStation 4. They weren't carrying PlayStation 3 anymore. So I had to
Yeah,
jump over. But I've been using that thing for like 7 years, and I gotta tell you, it doesn't have the greatest quality, um, like at all, and it's pretty slow. So
yeah,
I wanted to be able to bump up to a PC so I could get some better gaming.
yeah. For me, kind of same thing. I grew up with the PlayStation 3 and the Wii U, and we got
Yep,
Nintendo
yep.
Switch the first year it came out, but we got the PS4 in 2018 because they were dirt cheap at the time, and like, I mean, it was only a few years till the PS5 came out. Now I have a PS5, which is awesome, so I could play all the new games like Call of
Yeah.
Duty and Helldivers, Spider-Man, Red Dead, etc. So it's been great, but I still keep the old consoles around whenever I'm feeling nostalgic and want to play
Oh
the
yeah.
old Call of Duties and other games. So
I put it
yeah,
on my
definitely still
PlayStation every
have.
day, man, and I'm gonna keep using it until it eventually gives out. And when it eventually gives out, I'm gonna probably try and get it just to be converted into like a like just have it refurbished or something and have it all fixed because it's what I use.
I mean, yeah,
I'm like an old man that way. If I once I'm comfortable and I use it, I don't want to change it. Uh, so
yeah,
I absolutely
definitely.
love it.
Yeah, I
So
still use my PS5 every day, and like I don't even play games every day. Like I play it when I feel like it. So like
yeah.
I'm probably gonna turn it on right now and watch Spider-Man because it's also my DVD Blu-ray player.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh yeah.
definitely a benefit. So
But
yeah,
they're very good. I had to decide if I was going to try and get a PS5 or a laptop, and I figured I'd be able to get more use out of a laptop, so I went for
yeah,
that.
definitely
But
the laptop's more useful. The PS5 is much easier to like game on, but like because with PC you'll have to like get through Steam and all this other stuff, and make sure your games are like good enough quality for the GPU and whatever you're installing. I don't use laptops. I don't use that type of stuff, but yeah, it's more complicated on PC, but I think you might get the hang of it.
yeah,
Anyway,
it's been cool, and it definitely has better quality. I have one game on it right now, Farming Simulator
alrighty.
25, which is the one game that I have on it, and then I'm probably gonna get
Okay.
Black Ops 6 on it if I don't decide that I want to get that on PlayStation. Um,
Four.
but I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to getting that.
that's actually the last Call of Duty to release on PS4 is Black Ops 6. The next ones
Yeah,
will
I know,
be exclusive,
which is why I'm
so
debating if I want to get it on PS4 or if I want to get it for the PC. I'll probably
I
end up
mean,
getting the
I'd say
base model
just
for PS4 and then getting the platinum or whatever it is for my
oh yeah, the
PC
platinum.
or
Yeah.
something.
I'd say just like wait around like a few years and like once you can find it for dirt cheap. Like Modern Warfare 3 right now is dirt cheap at $30,
Oh yeah,
so I'd say just wait around. Hold
oh
up,
yeah,
one more time to read the chat. I like having a 360 because you can get used game discs for pretty cheap if you want to play an older game. Same here. I also have an
yeah.
Xbox 360. I don't. I mostly just play the Kinect games on it because I have the camera thing for it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but yeah, for like, yeah, older games, they're pretty cheap. Go to GameStop, you can find them for like 10, $15. So yeah, Anyway, it's been long enough. It's 2 hours
Yeah.
29 9 minutes. We gotta wrap this up, or else we're gonna
Oof.
continue going on. Anyway,
We'll have to continue next time.
yeah, continue next time to ramble on endlessly. One more time. I might get MGRR someday. I think that's Metal Gear Solid.
I
Discord's
don't
up.
even know what that is.
Metal Gear Solid. That's a shooter game. It's pretty cool. I
Oh,
have it on PS3. But no, this is not Discord, by the way. This is StreamYard.
yeah.
Captain, do
This
you
is
have
StreamYard.
Discord?
No,
Do you
I
have this?
don't.
Okay,
No.
good. I don't have it either. I'm
I,
like,
I have Facebook. My profile is in my description. Nobody really pays attention to my Facebook page. And then I actually just use my personal profile for the people I know on Facebook who are in the hobby. Um, so we just connect using our personal profiles.
okay.
Um, so that's usually what we do. I may end up getting Discord if I ever need it, but right now I'm making do. Any Discord news that I need to know, I usually get from General Strife just by watching him comment and do stuff like on the Film News Collective and other channels like that. Um,
Yeah, same
so
here. I know Discord's kind of standard for like what you want to use to get everything, but like for me personally, I'm just gonna pass. Like all my friends use it, and I'm just like, I don't need it because like
yeah.
unless I'm required to use it for college, I'll pass and just wait. I have Reddit. That's my only social media. I know it's kind of stupid, but Reddit's
Oh
funny,
no, it's not.
so I like it.
It's not stupid at all, man. I have
Yeah.
Facebook because I need it to be able to connect with friends and family, and it's more useful so I can connect with other people who I need to connect with. Um, and if you need to reach out to me and you don't have Facebook, I have an email address. It's in my
Oh yeah, same
description.
here. Well, I'm
Everybody
not.
has email.
Yeah, I'm not publicly sharing mine because that's private. But
I
yeah, I
actually
also
set
have
up a second
email.
one to be able to share. So
Yeah.
the email that I give out is not my real email, and it's not actually linked to my channel in any way. Um,
Okay, that's good because for me, that's just my normal email.
yeah,
Anyway,
but that's what I
Discord's
did,
my
and
only
it's helpful.
this Discord's my only platform at this point because it's good for networking. Reddit community is arguably pretty stupid, but it's not a bad platform. I mean, for the subreddits I'm in, which are mostly sports subreddits, yeah, it's not. I mean, we mostly just bitch at each other because fuck the Saints. We mostly just like complain to each other, and it's honestly kind of funny. But like, it depends on what subreddit you're in. Because I'm in a sports subreddit, but also there's like other types of subreddits. There's like a million of them. So, and the Nerf one is not good. I got banned from it for no reason because
Oh
the
yeah,
moderators
I've
are
heard it's bad.
assholes. Yeah, so don't join it. Please don't.
I don't even have Reddit, man. I have Nerf Ricky, which is actually where I first met you.
Yeah,
Um,
same here.
and
I was
Facebook,
about to
and that's all.
mention.
I actually can't even access my Ricky account anymore. I don't know my password, and I can't figure out how to
You
reset it
can't?
again. So
Oh
I
man.
don't know my password, and I've reset it a couple times. So I honestly just
Uh-oh.
haven't taken the time to mess with it. So
Yeah, that sucks. But
but
yeah.
yeah.
All right. Now we need. Okay, we keep rambling. All right. 2 hours, 13 minutes. Thank you, Robert Smith, for sticking around. Work North Wikis hit us a couple of times. Yeah, definitely good. Anyway, time to end the stream, guys. It's
Yep,
been
yep.
great talking to you guys. Shout out Robert Smith again because he's been sticking with us. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the stream. It's been Happy New Year to all of you, even though it's a few days early. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.
Yep.
This is Strong Arm, and that's Captain Shotgun. All
See
right,
y'all.
bye.